What the hell?
I think we're live. This is it. We're not yet streaming live on YouTube, guys. That's not happened.
We just turn this on to silencio.
We're streaming, guys. How do I see it? I want to see the chat. Let's do it. We're live. Let me just. I don't trust. I wonder the people that listen to this full podcast.
Yeah.
I wonder what you make of this bit at the start, where it's us just checking stuff. Do you listen to this bit, or are you sensible enough that you skip past it?
Yeah, hit that thing that sends you 10 seconds forward.
We're adding. I mean, we're talking this time, which is what we don't normally do, to try and include you. And I have to say that view your channel. I have to say that if you're a freeloader, you're getting the free podcasts. We're adding. You're getting the whole free podcast. You're getting the whole full 2.5 hours, whatever it is. I say 2.5 hours. It lowers their expectations. So I don't need to click record. I don't need to set a timer. What I need to do is this. Oh, boom, straight in. Nearly went in with the wrong thing there. That's the kind of vibe we got. Catherine, why don't you just talk into the microphone? Give me some levels.
Let's see. Mark Peckham says, this is the best bit.
Shut up.
And Dean Clark is swanking, I say, about the temperature in Cape Town, 32 degrees Celsius.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's a free show tonight. And what that means is the people that have paid are paying for the freeloaders, right? So if you're a freeloader, just consider what that means. Other people who, judging from our fan base, are probably from a very low socioeconomic background. So, you know, this is a lot of money to them. They're paying for you freeloading middle and upper class scumbags, basically.
Yeah.
So consider helping them out by giving me and Catherine money.
Think of it as like a tariff, a trade tariff. Think of it like that.
Yeah.
You know, they're fed up of your freeloading.
So how do you do it? Well, if you're watching the video, there are 2 QR codes. One scans the Patreon, one scans the Ko-Fi. Scan those. If you're listening to the podcast and you're getting the full 3 hours this week, again, thanks to the Patreons, thanks to people like Jimbo and Katifa and John Harris and other people, Graham Campbell.
Great people, all great people.
Go to patreon.com/Ian and Catherine, patreon.com/IAIN and Catherine with a K. I believe we have new Patreons this month, and I would absolutely love to say a big thank you. Tom Gibbo, too right, buddy, and Gareth Worthy.
Oh, I love a Gareth.
New Patreons, thank you. For as little as £3.99 a month. Shut up, big boy. You, big boy, okay? As little as £3.99 a month. A price of 1.5 coffees from those awful coffee shops. You get access to pretty much 4 shows a week, 4 shows a month, 3 this month. You get access to over 2.5, I'm calling it 2,500 hours of podcasts and videos. Even if you sign in for a month, download all of the podcasts and videos, and then unsubscribe, we get it. That's the deal. That's how it works sometimes.
Make it work for you. Make it work for you. Duck in. Get all the stuff. Nick off.
We don't look at the exit. People sometimes leave a message as to why they left. They used to be. I remember people used to say, "Oh, we left because they weren't as active as we wanted." What the fuck? That was when we were doing 2 shows a week.
That's because they thought we were OnlyFans.
That's when we were doing 2 shows a week. Yeah. Screw those guys. Busy show tonight. Is Ruth Husko coming on the show?
Yeah, I spoke to her last night, and she said she can't do today, but she's going to do, we said the 9th of May.
So when I asked you, is Ruth Husko coming on the show tonight just then, and you said
I started,
you said yeah.
I started the response before you said tonight.
We could rewind the tape, and I hope someone will and sends in that clip. Okay,
That would be pointless.
That's good because I haven't planned anything. It is getting wild on the El Dorado Facebook page. It is getting wild to the point where I've had someone banned from there.
Oh, I was going to say, do you have anything to do with that wildness?
Well, first of all, someone, and I genuinely don't know who it is, keeps posting pictures from El Dorado, but then superimposing your face on it and my face on it. Should we have a little look?
What?
And I don't know who it is. And it's let's see if we can find one. Let's have a little look.
I'm not sure how I feel about my image being used.
You have no control over it, Catherine.
No.
Media, let's have a little look.
Is this why
There we go. Marcus with a young, overexcited fan. Looks like Ruthie Henschel. Lol, I thought that was Martine McCutcheon. It's fake. Dresses like Pilar. That's Linda Bloody Pollock. So there's that. And then I've popped up in a couple of pictures. I mean, there we go. A fan gets to meet the cast during some downtime. There we go. Blair's aged quickly. It must have been special to meet Ian Lee. So that's going on, right?
And then, of course, someone jumps in and says, she does the Specsavers advert. Every time Julie Fernandez, for that is her name, features in any photograph, someone pipes up with that one.
So anyway, someone posted some weird thing. Clearly a troll, posted that they'd had a post taken down, and someone went, yeah, it's because you actually put something really, really offensive. And I then replied to the initial post saying, what a bell. So that person then messaged me privately.
What to say they weren't a bell?
There's a C word's coming up, sorry. Who are you calling a bell, C word, with your fake profile? A lot of people think I'm fake.
Yeah.
Right? So I then replied, rip. Then they got banned from the page. Catherine, would you like to read this post?
I would like to, but unfortunately the lack of punctuation is going to make it tricky. So bear with, guys, bear with. Oh no, I've been banned from the El Dorado group for life, lol. Your TV career is as sad and pathetic as you are.
Yay.
No one likes our grass.
Oh.
You got nothing going on in your life, you sad little Z-lister. Full stop.
Yeah.
This is what makes me laugh about so-called TV personalities like you. Comma. Just block or delete. It's simple, but no, not you. Sitting there crying cause I called you the C word after you called me a bell. End. I've been called far worse. Sticks and stones. Tongue face, tongue face, tongue face, tongue face, tongue face.
So I then replied, rip lollers. But what does it say under my message, Catherine?
Couldn't send.
They blocked me. So that is what's been going on the... Then I felt really bad, right? Because obviously hang on, let me just go to the proper shot. Then I felt really bad because I've been a little bit of a naughty boy on the Facebook page, and I reported this person, and one of the admins got in touch saying, Ian, really sorry this has happened. If you get anything else like this, let me know.
Oh, you're in a privileged position. That's why it's getting you heat from the plebs.
I am having such a great... We're watching El Dorado tonight, but I am now aware of... like Billy Pilgrim in Slaughterhouse 5, I've become unstuck in time. I can see the whole of the El Dorado thing from... so I know what happens.
Oh.
I know who dies in the bath. So I've become ethical. Ian, I'm off Twitter. Considered posting on Twitter tonight about the show, and I thought, no, I won't.
I posted on Blue Sky.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
Come to Blue Sky.
Yeah.
It's tumbleweed, but if you've got anything to share it there.
I would prefer it.
I'm off Twitter, and do you know what? I look at it. If I'm bored, I'll look on Twitter twice a day for about 3 or 4 minutes, and I just go, nah.
Yeah, every time I look on there, I find what I think I'm going to find.
Yeah, I don't need it. So I'm off Twitter. I'm off Amazon. Now, I'm subscribed on Amazon until September, but I'm really making a concerted effort to not buy stuff from Amazon and to pirate films that I would watch through Amazon. I mean, I'll watch them, but if from them pirate. And it's going great, guns. I think it's been about a month since I bought something off Amazon, and I'm really enjoying it. I ordered, and I treated myself, right? I have these notebooks, and I get through them at a rate of knots. And I've been buying the cheap hardback Amazon ones. I've treated myself to a green softback moleskin And the thing about not being on Amazon is it takes a bit longer for the stuff to get you, and quite often it's a bit more expensive. Not always, actually, but that's the cost of ethics.
I had an ethical fail yesterday
Go on.
because inspired in part by you, but also by the fact that
Did you bum Netanyahu?
no.
Okay, I just
All these
wondered.
people, inspired in part by you, but also by world events, I decided that I was going to bail as well on Amazon. Screw you, Bezos.
Yeah.
And I paused my Amazon Prime. And then my eldest came home from school and said she really needed 2 books by tomorrow. And so I unpaused it. But I will pause it again
No judgment.
indefinitely at some point.
But also Amazon has become so ingrained into how we shop and how we think and exist as human beings. For a lot of us, some of you will never have used it, that it's difficult to get out of that. Oh, I need it tomorrow. And it's slightly different because your kid needed it for school. And okay, that's fair enough. You're not going to pop down to Waterstones. And who knows, if I really, really needed something tomorrow, although actually I don't know what that might be. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the challenge of having to look for a different website to buy stuff. Speaking of buying stuff, I am a sucker for a Facebook ad. You put an ad on Facebook and I'm like, click on it.
You get some strange ones.
I'll click on it. What was the one I bought the other day? About 3 or 4 weeks ago now.
Oh, yeah, the petrichor spray. Has it arrived
Petrichor
yet?
spray. It arrived today.
Oh, let's have a sniff.
I haven't sniffed it yet. There was an advert for petrichor linen spray, right? And I was like, oh shit, I'll have some of that.
Petrichor, of course, being the smell of the earth after rain.
Now, I have not... Oh, someone's pinging me. I bet someone pinging saying, don't do it! Okay, that's...
What if it is a plan? What if it's a plan to destroy the earth?
Oh, excuse me, I'm unboxing it. Oh, whoa, I'm unboxing it. Oh, it made me anxious then. Why did you do that?
I just wanted to see.
No. Okay, so this is...
Wait, what if it is a chemical weapon?
I'll use it on you first. Right, so this is the smell of petrichor, thunderstorm, room and linen mist. Okay, well, it's a glass bottle. Okay. Now, I held off buying the bonfire. I've got this. This is actually, it was $14.99. This is actually a decent size for that. Are you ready? I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 sprays. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Smells like...
What does it smell like? Does it smell like
flowers. It smells like green flowers.
We're going to go 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. It smells of disappointment,
Do you
doesn't
know what it smells like? Fresh washing.
It's not petrichor, is it? Well, it says here, it doesn't say, it says thunderstorm.
And linen.
No,
it says
room and linen mist. Thunderstorm.
So, let's see what it says on the back. Our thunderstorm blend contains petrichor, fresh English peppermint, and oak moss.
Why would you put peppermint in?
For a nostalgic, comforting scent that is unique and unusual. Don't spray it on leather, varnished, or skin.
Okay, well, let's not go through the do's and don'ts.
Manufactured by Northern Soul Scents Limited, Clay Flats Industrial Estate.
Okay, we don't need to read it.
I think, is that Coventry, CA?
I'm spraying.
Cardiff?
Let's let it settle on my clothing.
Is this going to be nice on the podcast? Do you want the lid for that?
Spray the sofa.
Oh. The description screams, we couldn't get the mix right, so threw in a peppermint to give us a loophole.
This isn't petrichor.
tell you who you want on that, Little 'un. She's got magic nose. She'll tell
Yeah,
you exactly what it is.
She has. Well, that's disappointing. Yeah, that's disappointing.
It's a pleasant scent.
I feel I should just say before I'm going to say something. I'm going to say something. He's okay. Alistair, a good friend of the show, is in hospital.
Yeah,
he's okay. But he's been a little bit poorly. He's in hospital. I think he's waiting for. He's getting transferred to another hospital to have. Is it an angioplasty? He won't mind me saying this. But he's fine. I've been chatting to him on the phone. So I'd say that just so. I saw Gatford was in the room. Gatford, your thoughts and prayers will be gratefully appreciated. And if anybody wants to, we'll open the phones in a bit. If anyone wants to phone and leave a message for him or send an email to us, and we'll pass all of that on. I've been speaking to him. He's doing all right. When I spoke to him this morning, he said, Ian, can you just wait a minute? And it was the person coming to take his food order for the day. I think maybe he's not well, because I think I overheard him ask for beans and broccoli.
Oh.
No.
Surely that's an explosive combo.
I nearly hung up at that point and thought, screw you, old man. But I thought I'd share it because I know he's got a lot of fans in the room. And so if you whatever you do, if you pray, if you want to email, whatever you want to do to send a message into the universe to hurry up his recovery. He's going to be okay. He is okay. A bit of surgery, but he'll be okay. So let's hurry up his recovery, because I'll be honest, I like taking the piss out of him when he phones in.
Yeah, we need
him. I miss that.
We need him back in action.
Maybe we'll give him a call a bit later. We'll see. So there we go. All right, let's have a...
He suggested he might be available to call us.
Didn't he?
Yeah, he said he was thinking of calling.
Oh, should we give him a call then? Should we give him a call?
Give him a try. What time is it? It's
7:08.
Food time. When do they chuck out visitors?
About 8, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's give him a call. I want Alistair new, because he got a new phone number. Let's just give this guy a call. Let's see.
Hello.
Alistair, this is Davina. You are live on Channel 4. Watch your language. Can you please address Catherine, myself, and the 10,000 people watching this live stream? Can we get an Ali update, please?
Address Catherine?
Oh, feedback.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just turning the volume off the other phone when I was watching YouTube.
Oh, he's been
Oh,
watching.
are you watching?
Yeah.
So you can see everyone saying nice things about you then, Alistair.
Yeah. Well, I knew I had people that liked me.
Yeah.
For some reason, I know it's a heart thing, not a leg thing, but I just have this image of you lying on a bed with one leg in a cast, lifted up in the air.
What, like Laurel and Hardy?
Yeah, I do have that image of you.
Alistair, did you have beans and broccoli? That's the main source of concern.
I think so. Yeah. I can't remember now. That's tomorrow. But
Oh, okay.
I might be discharged tomorrow because I've had the procedure.
Oh, you had it. It happened today, did it?
It did happen about 4:15.
Beautiful. How are you feeling,
Took an
man?
hour and a quarter. I feel all right. They put a stent in,
Yeah.
and the surgeon said that there's evidence of moderate disease in the other artery, but should be able to be treated with tablets
Brilliant.
and then monitored in our patients. So I'm just really relieved that it's all over,
Yeah.
as it were, because, they'll monitor me in hospital overnight, and if there are no follow-up issues, then I'll be home tomorrow to see my cat.
Yeah, baby.
So, yeah, and, thanks for all your help and support, Ian, over the week.
That's all right, man. We've been thinking of you.
Catherine as well.
Catherine's done nothing. I'll be honest, mate.
If anything, I was a hindrance, wasn't I?
Yeah, she slowed
Saying,
everything.
don't phone him up. Don't phone him up.
Yeah, that's why I didn't call you the other day. I was getting it in the old ear hole.
As if I would, Alistair.
But I'm going to have to. I'm going to thank all the staff, obviously, because they've been brilliant, and apologise again for my
Flat joints.
Hissy fit that I had in the week when everything had been cancelled due to this.
I think you're entitled. You know, you're not well. You've been in hospital for ages. It dragged on a bit. I suspect they've had far worse, and I know you've apologised to them, and that stuff happens, man.
Yeah, it was just the pathology lab. They lost the first sample.
Quincy fucked up.
This is something called CPE, which is patients catch it in hospital, I think. Or that's where they catch it mostly.
Yeah.
And that's why they had to test me before I had the op, because they couldn't test me without knowing, because obviously it'd be dangerous to the surgeons and to me if they did. And I had it, but I didn't have it. So it was hurrah, hurrah. No, it was negative, and I could have everything done.
Well,
so,
listen, I'm glad they've done it. I'm glad you're feeling okay. My fingers are crossed you get home tomorrow and get to spend some time with the cat. And, yeah, man, let's speak tomorrow.
Yeah, Catherine, how are your cats doing? How's all your cats? How are your dad, Catherine? How are your cats doing?
They're all fine. Yoshi is a right moaner, Alistair. Honestly, he gets right on my nerves. He moans in the morning. Rah, rah, she's starving me. People come round. Rah. I've said he's just been fed. Don't believe him. And then about 4:30 he starts moaning because at 5 o'clock he gets fed. Rah, rah. But it's like, and then as I'm getting the food out, he stands up on his back legs and shouts in my face. He's a right little git, but I love him.
Is Yoshi the one that looks like a dog, really?
Yes. He looks like a polar bear.
Massive.
Yeah, he's a big lad. He's a big lad and he's noisy. Sounds like someone else I know.
Rude.
How's Lucy? Is it Lucy Apples?
Well, if you look on Catherine's left shoulder, there's Lucy Apples. And Catherine, if you just move out of the way a bit, they'll be able to see Hope. If you're going to have to, I think you might have to stand up actually. Just move.
Hang on, no.
No.
This way?
Go that way. Go that way.
Oh, yeah, I see.
There's...
Bye.
Keep going. There's Big Boy and there's Hope. She's the new foster. So you can see Hope and Lucy Apples have taken over the place.
Ah, yeah.
So that everyone's doing very, very well.
Has Lucy's weight got to proper weight now?
She's at a proper weight now. She's very, very healthy. Yeah, everyone's doing
well. Lovely.
Yeah, she's a real little star. I love her very much. Pats is still a bit nervous, but is calming down a bit. And she slept. Pat slept on the bed with me last night, so it's all good. We're getting there, man. We're getting there.
All right. Well, have a good show, and I'll speak to you tomorrow, Ian. Okay.
Love you, brother. See you later on. Ciao.
Goodbye.
I don't know why I did it on that and not via Skype, where people could have heard.
Because you're an old-fashioned man with old-fashioned ideas.
And an old-fashioned millionaire. Too many caps. Right.
Fanny asks, Yoshi, is that a Japanese name? Yes, because his sister is Yoko. I was only supposed to get Yoko.
A Japanese name?
A bit, yeah. I was only supposed to get Yoko, and then there was only one cat left, and can't well leave them, can you?
That smell has gone.
I don't think it has, that you've got used to it.
I don't really smell. Smells don't take with me. A lot to talk about, Catherine. First of all,
great.
As you know, I've only recently discovered, you're going to like this, right? I've only recently discovered, and recently, like in the last 8-9 months, how to pay with your phone for things, right? You know I'm quite new to the how to pay with for your thing with phones. What are you laughing already?
Are you really going to... Okay.
What?
It's exciting, isn't it?
It is exciting.
I remember when I did that for the first time, and for the first few times, I held my breath thinking it wasn't going to work.
Well, this is it. For me, it's still 50-50, right? And I've been in places where
because your phone's going, what, really? We're doing this?
Well, and I've been in places where I've been out without my wallet. It's like, shit, I've tried it and it's not worked. And then I was trying to buy a car park, parking ticket, and I was holding it and it wasn't going. And I was in the post office. The post office, it went quite quickly. Then I went to the chemist's. Now, in the chemist, before I had someone to help me out, right? And I went in and I said, I want to get this. And she goes, okay. And I said, I'll pay with my phone, but I don't really know. It doesn't always work. And she went, okay. So I'm holding it, right? I'm holding it like this. The phone, you can't see that, right? So I'm holding the phone. She goes, no. Why don't? And it wasn't working. And I kept saying, oh, I don't know. She goes, no, turn it round.
Yeah.
So I turned it like that.
No.
So I turned it upside down to the screen facing the thing. She went, no, do it the other way. So then I turned it on its side with she goes, can I? And she took my phone and she flipped it over and she said, the chip is in the back of the phone.
Yeah.
Ba-ding, straight through. I went to the lady selling the Big Issue. Ba-ding, straight through. I went to WH Smith's because now they're closing. I'm buying all the chocolate from there. Ba-ding. I went to Marx's for a sandwich. Ba-ding, ba-ding, ba-ding.
Yeah.
I have been doing it wrong.
Because I think I had the similar impulse when I first started using contactless. That's what it's called. To show it the picture. I would put the picture up and show it the picture. But I don't think the technology is interested in the picture. I think it's interested in some sort of signal, some magic signals. And as you say, yeah, for the back.
Yes, then it asks for my passcode to prove who I am, and then I get a ping saying 70p on the parking.
Yeah.
£4.35 in the chemists. £5 with the Big Issue lady. I'm watching the chat, and do you know what? I'm prepared to put everybody in a timeout.
He's not going to stand for any nonsense tonight.
Manic Jazz says, I'm launching a business at a trade show on Sunday. I've got a card machine that takes phone payments. I've got a card machine that takes phone payments for when I sell merch.
And Manic Jazz, I hope you get lots of bedings too.
So that's one thing there. What the fuck was... Sorry. Something... just everybody hold the line.
Does everyone just calm down? Just hold your horses.
Someone's bought 3 T-shirts.
Oh, how exciting.
It is exciting. Right. So, other things. Everyone says chat GBT instead of chat GPT. Have you noticed that?
Well, you pointed it out yesterday and... No, I haven't, but yeah.
Everybody says chat GBT.
GPT.
GBT.
GPT.
GBT. Not at all. Hey, I'm going to Stroud tomorrow to go and hang out at the Cave. RMC, well, it's the Retro Collective now. We've had Neil on from the Retro Collective, and me and my mate Conan are going to go down there and we're going to geek out over Oryx, VIC-20s, and other old computer game systems. Paulie D says he always says chat GPT. Okay, well, you're the exception.
I can believe that. You're a man of precision. I don't use ChatGPT. Can I give you my recommendations for AI technology?
Go do it.
Okay, so there's one called Blaze, AI Blaze, not to be confused with Blaze AI. That's really good. It's a Chrome extension, so it reads any website for you. So, for example, I don't know, say you were a teacher and you had to look at kids' websites and you were looking for certain things. You can put your prompt in there and it'll look for it for you if it's on the website. It's really handy. Another great one, and you will have heard of this one, it's called Gemini. It's Google's very own...
I am Gemini. How can I help you today?
AI, and it's more up to date. Here's another one. If you're doing research and you need to be able to find the web pages that you're citing, not just the citations, put in one called Perplexity. It's really good. They're my 3 AI recommendations. Join me again next week for more.
Richard All Sorts
is
messaging me, and I have no idea what about. He's messaged me directly using my the hot phone. Not aware. You turned. Oh, someone posted a flag. I didn't see a flag. No, I timed them out for being a dick. Did they have a racist flag? Can a flag be racist? Give us a call now. Yeah, of course it can. It's flags. All flags are racist by their very definition of what a flag is.
Liam Murky, welcome. Daughter says, thanks. I knew some of you would be AI fans.
Harsh says, I'm very jealous, Ian. Can we get update after your visit? Oh, you certainly can. I'd like to talk about... I was a guest this week on the computer game show, and it was a disappointing experience. And I'll tell you for why. I don't think this was part of the show. I think this was the chat before the show. I cannot remember. Maybe it was during the show. David Turners doesn't have a pet.
He's got 2 small children. That'll do.
They're talking... Don't worry, Richard. They're talking about getting a dog, right? But him and his wonderful wife, the very, very patient Joe, She's
Saint.
the patience of 1,000 saints, the patron saint of patience, wants the dog. Now get this, wants the dog. Right. So David wants the dog to have a human name. That's
yes,
fine.
I like that.
That's fine.
I told you I met a Simon once.
Yeah.
They were shouting, Simon, Simon. I was looking for a kid or, I don't know, an older chap. No, a Labrador came bounding out of the bushes. Simon.
So, okay, so if they had a dog called Simon, what would its name be?
Simon Turner's.
Right. David doesn't think a pet should have the surname of its owners.
Well, it could have a middle name of an extra surname if you'd rather.
But it has to have your surname.
The vet will give it the surname whether you like it or not.
I had to take the three OGs, Lux, Pat Pats and Biggest, to get their jabs this week. And I phoned up and I booked up. I said, my cats need to get their jabs. What are their names? I said, Lucky, Patty and Big Boy, and their surname is Lee. So it's Lux Lee, Pat Pats Lee, Biggest Lee. It's now Lucy Apples Lee. Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it? That's their name, right? What? It's like saying, I don't want my kids to have the same surname as me.
Well, I was going to say, what is quite upsetting for me is that now my cats have got my ex-husband's surname. Now, he never wanted the cats. So it feels like an honour. He just should not be...
Well, change that.
Can I do it by deed poll? Do I have to do it?
Well, but it turns out with cats, all you need to do is just get their booklet thing and scribble it out and write it in if you want to change their name. That's the legal
I'm more worried about the cats having his name than the kids. Obviously, he's kind of earned them.
Change it. Why? I'm surprised. Change it.
Yes. Well, I'm not that bothered.
I would
but
speak to the cats first to see what they want to do.
I'll say, do you want to go? And he'll say, I don't want them. There's one he likes, but the other
No,
he doesn't.
ask the cats, do you want... listen, Mummy and Daddy are splitting up.
Yeah.
You get to
I
choose
think they've
your surname.
recognised that.
You get to choose it. What do you want? Do you want A or B?
And you know what Yosh will say? I want Sheba.
Yeah.
That's all he wants, just food. Sometimes we have Sheba, sometimes we have the cheap stuff. Depends where we are in the month.
I was talking to a friend of mine on Zoom the other day, on WhatsApp video call. It's very good. And he was making his lunch for his dog, right? But he was making lunch. He was cutting stuff up, grated some carrot on it. I thought, that's really good. I don't do that. Click live, Stuart. I don't do that. So I've started doing that. I've started buying, not every day, because there's 5 cats in this house. So we'll get a bit, but I have started buying nicer lunches. So they still have their shit in the morning and shit in the evening.
Yeah.
Last couple of days, I've cooked them a bit of chicken.
Nice.
I have...
How did they react?
Pat's got the runs. I've got them some ham. Pat's got the runs. I've got them some nicer... Actually, I've always had nicer biscuits. I forgot to open it. And I'm enjoying... Cooking for the cats. The chicken. You wrap it up in a bit of foil, put it in the air fryer, 15 minutes, got fresh chicken.
Your love language is service to cats.
It is. I only learnt what love languages were this week.
Because of your training.
Because my couples.
So go through it.
Training.
Let's work out what they are.
There's 5, right? There's giving gifts, saying nice things, sexy lingerie.
Oh, yep. Is it?
Video games and cars.
Is this your birthday wish list? Because I thought it was like service, touch, say nice thing, affirmation. Is it words of affirmation? Is that one?
Lingerie.
No, I don't think lingerie was in there. Gifts and... All right, I'll let you have lingerie.
What is this? Now, I've not seen this show, so you can answer this. My spidey senses in kicking people out are hot today. Mike says, has anyone seen Adolescence? Feels odd how this one topic is so important when the bigger picture of problems as I see it are inequality, addiction and mental health problems, conflicts and wars, global warming. Okay. I have not seen Adolescence. That smells like and sounds like bullshit to me.
Well, it also sounds like someone who is... I don't know whether you're trying to stoke up some sort of controversy, because all those things are bad. But also what's going on with the kids is bad too, so I would file that. And actually, your list of priorities will be different from the next person's.
And also, we can hold more than one thing that we are concerned about as human beings, as you have done in that list. So you've put a list of 6, 7 things there, and I don't. Adolescence is about toxification of masculinity.
Yeah,
I don't.
it's about misogyny online being something that is influencing young people.
Okay, so let's just read that comment again from Mike. I've seen adolescence. Feels odd how this one topic is so important when the bigger picture problems are, then you list them, but
inequality is about misogyny as well. Isn't it?
The implication, Mike, and maybe I've got this wrong, is you don't see what happens in adolescence as a problem. That's the implication. To me,
or you think it's a lesser problem? If so, good for you.
But also, you can have, right? I can be worried about tariffs. I'm not really that bothered about tariffs. I can be worried about fascism in America.
Yeah.
I can be worried about global warming, and I can also be concerned about getting the right food for the cats. All of those things can coexist at the same time. And some might rank them in different orders. At times, the food for the cats is the highest priority for me.
Yeah.
Vogue.
But I'm glad it's been raised because people are talking about it. And you don't have to if you don't want to.
What an odd comment to put in the chat.
Not really. We're on Twitch, aren't we?
I think that was a YouTube comment.
Oh, is it?
Let's find out. It's a Twitch comment. It's an odd one to put in the chat because it's like saying, "Oh, I saw." Is it sudden impact where the meteors come into the
deep impact?
Deep impact. Is it?
Is it?
I saw. It's like saying I saw Deep Impact, and I don't understand why it got a 2.5 hour. $100 million movie about it, because I see these things as being more important.
Good. You do something about that.
Mandy says, Mandula. Also about your kid's internet security.
Yeah, because that was the abiding thing, was all the way through it, you're kind of expecting the usual narrative of, oh, hang on.
Don't spoil it for me.
No, well, something's going to happen. It will be explained by his background, or it'll be... And it's not a massive spoiler to say... It's not. He's from a ostensibly nice family. Parents get on. Dad is nice to the mum, vice versa. It's about the fact that this stuff is out there online.
Well, we know the show is actually about cherry pickers, but let's not go down that route. Let's open up. We've only got about a month of Skype left, so I think. We should open up Skype. If you want to give us a call, 0203 286 6370. Now, that voice message came through
Jim
the other day.
Adebo, I saw Star Wars, but who's keeping an eye on the Klingons? I mean, so true. So true.
I'm going to try a bit of this message, but I'm also prepared to stop it because it came in the other day when I was at the computer, so I don't know what it is. Let's try.
You know, I really hate it when people leave you on WhatsApp or unread, received and unread. For just hours, sometimes days, really bugs me.
Hey, what? Could hear that?
Yeah, I could hear that. Did you hear what he said?
What did he
say? I really hate it when people leave you on WhatsApp, received, and unread. It sounds like a dig.
I don't think I know that person.
Okay.
Should we give him a call?
Yeah.
Let's give him a call while we still have the...
Let's see what's happening. It's funny that's...
Oh, he's not online.
Not online.
Is he not online, or are we not online? What is going on? No. Okay, thank you, Jimbo. Jimbo is... let's get rid of it so we can... we don't show any numbers. Delete. There's no numbers there, is there, if anyone calls up? We're good to go. If you want to give us a call, Catherine, what's the phone number?
Don't know. I don't know. Start me off and I might remember a couple.
0203 286 6370 is the phone number.
I knew there was a 7 in there.
You can Skype us on TLNA. We only have about 4 more weeks of that. Poor Hilton says his Skype's still a thing. Not for much longer, baby. Not for much longer. If you're watching this, going, wow, where are you guys? We do this every freaking week, whether we want to or not.
We always want to.
And it's for our Patreons, patreon.com/Ian and Catherine. sign up or scan the QR codes. So just to go back to the Turners,
Yeah.
he is wrong
Well, obviously.
for not wanting his dog to have a surname.
Yeah, I mean, what's he worried about? How is that dog going to get a gyro every week if he doesn't have a surname? How is he going to? He needs a date of birth. Everyone needs a date of birth, a surname, an address,
What's that? Do you know
an address.
Do you know the Doctor Who thing? It's the weeping angels when you close your eyes.
Yeah,
you
they get closer.
Well, look. She's getting closer. Here he comes. This boy is going to miss Skype more than anyone else.
I know.
It's Gatford.
Hey, Gatford, what's happening?
I'm going to miss Skype. What am I going to do?
We'll have to come up with an alternative.
I don't think we do.
What are you doing here with these bits of what is this?
It's the peanuts,
Do you
packing
know,
nuts.
You know, this is potato, and if you put it in water, it'll disintegrate.
Yeah, I did know that.
Put it in your mouth.
No, I don't want to put it in my mouth.
Hold on. Potato dissolves in water.
Potato starch.
Oh, sorry. Why was,
And yes,
why
it
was
will.
he-
Have you never boiled your potatoes to buggery? Because I have.
Well, no, because I stopped them before they go to
But if
what
you
you just said,
continue,
and,
it will
and
turn
then
into
put
that.
them in a roast tray.
Yeah,
You know. Why was he in smelling his clothes earlier? Right. I only
So
joined-
no spoilers. If you're a plastic fan, Gatford,
Yeah.
then you don't know. Only the true OG fans know what was going on then.
think I've proved myself not a plastic fan over the
You
20...
came to a comedy show that I did once, and you tripped over in front
Yeah.
of everybody.
and
That's
you
plastic. That's
And
plasticity.
you laughed,
I
and
did laugh.
other people helped me.
Yeah, I laughed.
What does that say?
It wasn't like a trip. It was a
Wow.
boom.
Well, it was
Kablam.
bad.
It
bad
was
lighting.
It was
and a
like
low
9/11 all over
Oh
again.
no, let's not go there.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
Does that make you Osama bin Laden,
it
or
makes
was
you.
the club?
Catherine doesn't want to go there.
Let's not.
No. It's nice to see you both.
Thank you very much.
That's okay. No, it's good to see you both. I've sent a message to Alistair, so hopefully
Good
I'll
work.
hear back from him.
He's on the mend. It was good to hear him. Good to hear him
Good,
do so
yeah,
well.
I
Alistair.
Do you know what? I had thought, I haven't heard from Alistair in a while, and then coming on stream and hearing that, I was like, oh my goodness, that's why.
Yeah.
So, but that's good. Unfortunately, got another infection in my foot.
Oh no, mate! Well, this
Yeah.
is terrible news.
No, I'm on the antibiotics and they're working and everything is fine and it's early, so like I'm
Okay.
getting, but like I've been going into the office and sort of not maybe overdoing it, but spending more time on my feet, and I just need to bring that back.
Yeah.
Bring it back, man. You've got to take care of yourself.
Exactly, yeah. But I'm learning that I'm doing better because it's early intervention means not problems. If that think
Good.
so.
But a concern though.
Yeah,
with your
I
history,
was a bit annoyed today. I saw my lovely podiatry team, and they were like, "Ugh," and I went, "Oh no!" And I was a bit. I wasn't upset, but I was certainly a bit down. But I came home, got on with it, took the antibiotics, and feel better. So not that I felt unwell, but I know they help.
Yeah.
So
Well
yeah.
done.
And I've got Monday off because I'm spending the day with my nephew because it's half term.
Beautiful. I'm
So
working next week, and then I'm off for a week, baby.
I've got Monday off, and
Yeah.
I've got Tuesday off,
Here we
and I've
go.
got Wednesday off.
Get ready.
And
we
I've got
go.
Thursday off, and then I've
Uh-huh.
got the Friday off, and then the week after that, guess what?
Well, no, technically we've all got the Friday off though because it's Good Friday next Friday, isn't it?
Okay, then I've got Monday off again,
Not everyone
Right.
has Good Friday.
Again.
and then I've got
Easter Monday.
Tuesday off,
Uh-huh.
and then I've got Wednesday,
Uh-huh.
Thursday, and
I'm guessing-
Friday.
No, hang on. Next Friday's not Good Friday, is it? Is it not the Friday after?
Oh, I don't know now.
Yeah, it's
No,
the Friday
but-
after. It's the week before work.
mate! We totally did you over. It's in 2 weeks, not 1 week. What are you doing? Plastic fan.
Yeah, but
Of
at
our
least,
Lord and
at
Saviour.
least I believe that that's the Friday that
You don't know what
died.
Friday you
And
believe.
We
it
know
doesn't
you
matter,
believe.
It didn't happen in April.
Whoa, it didn't happen! Oh my God, Gary, we have to end it there. Gary just said the resurrection did not happen.
Wow, how quickly his faith diminishes.
Wowzers! The resurrection did not happen. That is from Gary.
Outrageous. Apologies to anyone who, is offended by that. We will give you his phone number.
That is, wow,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Wowzers. Yeah, gosh, that is, wowzers. That's
That's just rocked my world.
Every now and then, a song will pop up. I've been really enjoying, years ago, a guy called Ray put together a playlist on Spotify, Ian Lee and Catherine Boyle's talk radio show, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I rediscovered it the other day, and I've been playing through it. There's some absolute shit on there, but there's some really, really, really good songs. And one of the songs that came up was, do you remember Hole in My Shoe by Neil? Now
I taped it off the radio once.
It's such a good song. And I used to have the album, Neil's Heavy Concept album, right? But I remember my dad got it, and it didn't have a cover. So it just came in like a red sleeve. And so I didn't see the cover till years later, and it's this beautiful pastiche of the Rolling Stones and the Beatles. It's beautiful. Anyway, so Hole in My Shoe came up, and I thought, oh shit, I used to love that album. Let me play the album. Does it stand the test of time? Oh, my friends, it more than stands the test of time. It's just an incredible record. It's got great songs on there, and it's really, really funny. I loved it, man. And my suggestion to you, I see you've called BAPT, we'll call you in a sec. My suggestion is go and have a listen to that. What was I listening to? Can I play 30 seconds of two songs?
Was it really heavy? Was it really, really heavy?
What was it? There was a bit in it. Well, let me just play a couple of little bits from. Is Spotify going to open? Let me just play a couple of tiny bits. I won't go down the full rabbit hole. But
That's me.
But you all know Hole in My Shoe, right? Hole in My Shoe.
Hello, Shoes. I'm sorry,
this.
but I'm gonna have to stand on you again.
So there's that, right?
Oh wow!
But then there's this song. I'd forgotten how brilliant this was.
I want to tell you a story about a little man, if I can. A gnome named Grimble Grumble.
Right, and then it goes into the most exquisite chorus you've ever heard. Listen.
Eating, sleeping,
Here we go.
drinking,
Let's jump forward a little
whining, scratching his nose.
Then it goes into this chorus.
And then one day, hooray, another way for gnomes to say.
Anyway, these are all songs by, and then just this I'd forgotten as a 13-year-old boy. I was obsessed with this. I won't play it all, literally 20 seconds, but I was obsessed with this song. Listen to this, man. Just wait for him to sing a bit.
Standing on a golf course, dressed in PVC, I chanced upon a golf girl selling cups of tea.
It turns out these are all like real songs by Nicky Bands, which I did not.
Really?
Yeah. But then listen to the chorus. It does this chord thing. Here we go.
Full right to the brim.
Let's just jump to the chorus.
Her name was Pat.
Here we go. Listen to this chorus. The chorus is incredible.
In fact, I ordered 3 so I could watch the golf girl.
You'll see why I like this chorus. It does everything.
Her name was Pat. And we sat under a tree. She kissed me. Well, she said she would if I went away again really quickly.
What a song, man.
His name was Pat. Her name was Pat.
Her name was Pat, and she sat under a tree. She kissed me. We go for walks in the fine weather in the All Together.
Yes, and it's Peter, not Pete. Yes, it is Neil from the Young Ones.
Yeah, it's what an album. What an album. Go and listen to it. It's packed full of great songs, and it is packed full of beautiful jokes. And then Stephen Fry pops up, and Dawn French is there. Oh, it's so much fun. It's so much fun. Right. We missed a call. Let us have. Oh no, that's Gatford. No, Gatford, don't answer.
Oh, no, not him again.
We don't want Doubleford. We want that. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It's the end of Skype, guys. Skype is coming to an end.
Oh, he's doing some reps.
No, he's there.
How are you, kids?
Hello.
How you doing?
We can't hear you very well. It's like you're in treacle.
Oh, okay.
What are you gonna do?
Let's try this again.
Yeah.
That was something.
How are we doing?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Yeah, a lot's been going on, man.
What's happening?
Well, there we go. There we go.
What?
Something's gone.
Something's gone.
Yeah,
There we go.
well, it's been a busy time. Just wanted to send Alistair my best wishes, and it's been a while since I've actually rang it in. I know I'm ringing you from my new home.
Okay.
Because
There he
I
There we
is.
go. We can see. Now we can see you. There we go. There's that beautiful face.
Oh, you got a new house, or are you decorating?
I have a new house.
Oh.
So what's
I
going on,
became
man?
single. I became single last year.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Oh.
I split up. I had to get out of that relationship. It was utterly toxic. So
Okay.
yeah. So I thought, you know what? I'm doing some demolition work upstairs, and I'm listening to you two, which I haven't done for a very long time. I thought I'd actually catch up with you two before Skype disappears altogether.
Skype is going, man. We got a month of this shiz. A month.
So what are you demolishing? What are you doing? Getting rid of a wall or a door or what?
Oh no, I'm demolishing 83-year-old.
Whoa,
woman's
man!
Don't do
Don't do
that!
that! Come on, the poor human being.
Well, she had it coming, to be fair.
Oh my god.
What a violent show.
But no, so here we go. So it's all this.
Oh right. Okay.
Okay. Oh yes, that's a but yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, so this person I bought this house off had not decorated in about 33 years. And most of it has been spent stripping wallpaper from the ceilings.
Yeah, that was a
Ooh,
thing.
Ceilings.
That was a thing.
Oh, and it's all on a glitter.
Yes, of course it is. It was all the go.
I've had two people come round today give me quotes for redecorating this room because I ain't doing it. So yeah, but there's no wallpaper on the ceiling. I'm not insane or massively old. I'm old, but not massively old.
Yeah. It could have been worse. Could have been wood chip.
Oh, there's wood chip. That room I just went into, there's wood chip on the
Spoke too
ceiling.
soon.
Yeah, not do it.
So I've bought money on a house for me and all three of my dogs. And it is, I don't know. It's been wild. It's been a wild time. But it's been an adventure. Because, yeah, I didn't realize how much manipulation was going on until we spent this time last year traveling a bit, and I realized none of the places we were going to are places I wanted to go to.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it was like a lot of places in Thailand for my 40th birthday. And yeah, we're living the dream right now. And I don't know, I just thought, do you know what? This is my new house. I've not spoken to you two or anybody else for a long time. And it was well overdue.
It's
So-
always nice to hear from you, man. What's happening with work?
Work's getting busy, but still training people with injuries and disabilities, etc. But the challenge is getting a bit stale, so I'm actually looking at becoming an occupational therapist.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been doing a lot of work overseas, so I've been doing a lot of work in like Norway, Sweden. Got some work in Germany, I've just come back from Norway last week. And it was the most random of places, but it was a beautiful place. And now I'm thinking, why have I bought this house when I could have gone living abroad, like somewhere like Norway? Because even in this, it was like a far northern town in Norway, and it was like a shipping village, but it was a really nice town, and it was so clean. And I'm still on the outskirts of Manchester, paying over the odds, having just got a text message 5 minutes ago saying you might have a leak in your house.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
So, so there's opportunities elsewhere, and I'm just weighing up options. It's all good. I had a video made of me recently, which I hate altogether, just because I'm in it.
Stop it.
No,
Well, I don't know. Video
No,
makes me think of video cassettes
Well,
and sex tapes.
You would do.
I mean, people do think this is a bit of a sex aid, but no, it was just. It's been a bit crazy, and it's been wild, and yeah, everything's great. Like generally, everything's great.
Good.
But
I'm glad you feel like you're bobbing up. It's weird, isn't it, when you're going through stuff? I found myself the worst sort of the tail end of things, falling apart with my marriage. It's you don't really want to speak to anyone because you don't really want to pretend to be all right, and you also are dreading them asking you how you are. So I get it. I think
there's still an element now where she thinks she's in control, and it's that sort of psychological element to me not being in her life, her not accepting that she was the root cause of a lot of the problems, and me accepting that it was not a lot of the stuff was not my actual fault, which she made me feel like it was. And, I managed to get a local therapist. I would have got you, Ian, but you were busy, so I couldn't get through to you.
Super busy, yeah.
Yeah, and spent a good few months going through a lot of the stuff, including trauma that I've had through my accident. And it's kind of like you kind of learn to go, okay, what's the actual positives in all this? Going back to 8 years ago when something crushed my hand, and now I'm helping similar people and going abroad to talk in front of important people and experts, and you're stood there going, yeah, I kind of know a little bit more than you do right now. And it's bizarre, and it's just huge. And now I'm like, even now I get people coming to me and they think I'm going on holiday to all these places, and I'm like, it's work. You are on a plane, you then meet your colleagues, and you are in work mode until you go to bed. And you wake up, you have breakfast with your colleagues, and then you are there with them through to the entire day. But you're doing something important, and my role is to basically make a certain amount of awareness over what devices are available to people. And if you'd have asked me, it's going to be 9 years this year, that was what I was doing now, I would have believed you. I'd have still been doing the same crappy job.
Do you need to take that?
No, don't
okay,
worry.
sorry, you'll get.
Sorry, it's no weird phone call. Let me turn the buzzer off.
Oh, okay, go on. Sorry.
It's fine. Yeah, it's just there's always swings and roundabouts. There's always swings and roundabouts, and there's too many in this country. But that's a shit joke. But it's like you turn lemons into lemonade. I hate that saying.
I fucking hate fresh lemonade from lemons. You know when kids make lemon? I don't like that. I like...
It's crap.
Yeah,
It's crap.
It's very clarty. I don't like the cloudy lemonade or the pink lemonade. I like our whites or Tesco own brand. What's the Coke they sell in Aldi? Vive. I like Vive.
You bloody
Sure.
dog.
I like Panda Pops.
We used to have Quick Save No Frills.
No, for Tesco. Remember the Tesco blue and white thing? Give me that shit. I don't. Give me that shit. I don't want fresh lemonade. Do you think I'm a pervert? Jesus.
But coming back to the original point, you're right. You've got to take what you can from things and disregard the rest, haven't you? What can you use from this experience, and the rest of it, drop it.
The rest of it, drop it.
I'm sure you give out similar advice.
I say exactly the same thing, Catherine.
Yeah,
exactly the same thing.
Exactly.
I just think whenever like an opportunity comes up, you've got to take it. Or what I've learned recently is do the things that scare you, because you don't know what's coming out of
bears
them.
and wolves.
I'm not saying like swim with killer sharks that have not been fed for a month.
That
like
would scare me. You see.
You know, it's do the things that you think are going to scare you or give you anxiety, and sometimes
hanging out with her.
Yeah.
Going on a date with this dick.
Ringing you. I remember ringing you the first time, and I was really shaking, but I had to push myself just to contact you guys. And it was about mental health, but, you know, after that, it was kind of like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
You know?
Just outside the comfort zone, that's where the progress starts.
Well, it's always lovely to see your beautiful face. I look forward to seeing the place when it's the next few stages of doing a place up.
I'm looking forward to seeing your wallpaper.
I'm not putting wallpaper up on this. I'm not stripping that shit again. There's so much of it here.
What are you whacking on it? Paint?
Well, it's plaster first. I'm getting it skimmed. That wall is going to disappear.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a huge room. But yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good home.
Nice.
And yeah, I've missed you too. I'll be honest. I was listening before demolishing all that furniture upstairs, and I thought I need to ring you.
Yes,
it's been a while.
You do. I'm glad you did.
Yeah. Me too.
It's always nice to see you, man, and thank you for the update.
Take care.
Bye, guys.
See you later. Lots of love. Ciao, ciao, ciao.
What is this? I'm going to do
Take
phone mate. No, I don't want to. It'll be some dodge pot. Last time I had one of these, I checked it on Who Called Me, and it was
literally just spoken to Gatford. It can't be any dodgier than that.
It was a Bitcoin scam. Let me just see. Let's sod off and let me. Because who's ringing me on a nearly 8 o'clock on a Friday night? Come on now.
It's your 50th this year. What do you want for your birthday?
It is not.
Sorry?
It's not.
What do you want?
I don't.
Do you want something?
I want you to stop saying I'm nearly 50 when I'm not. Oh, hang on. It's Stella.
Who's that? I don't know who that is.
Hang on.
Go and take it. I will entertain the nation. I will entertain the nation. If you're listening to the podcast, you are. Wait, what? You. If you're listening to the podcast, you're getting the full 3 hours, 2.5 hours, but spread over 2 shows, because that's how generous we are to you. I thoroughly suggest you sign up on patreon.com/Ian and Catherine, patreon.com/IAIN and Catherine with a K. Just sign up and support us, for goodness sakes. Let's see what else we have to talk about. Pay by phone, ChatGPT, PetCern. Oh. I need your help. I need Catherine's help, actually, but she knows about this. So I'm looking at getting, not talking about getting decorators, give me a quote for that. I'm looking at getting a little bit of building work done, a little bit of something built out the back. I probably can't afford it, but I want to get some quotes for it. I've got some plans drawn up, and I want to get some quotes to see where we are, see if I have to rob a bank or something. And there's a builder I used before, really nice guy who converted the shed into a den. So I've sent him the plans. There's got a couple of builders recommended on a local Facebook page, and there was a builder that I had here before, who came before I'd got plans drawn up for this little extension thing. He came and he looked and he sort of drew up some rough plans, but they weren't architect's plans. And he came and we were having a chat and I was asking him a lot of questions, and we were messaging on Facebook, asking a lot of questions, and he was really, really helpful. And I thought, oh, I'll get in touch with him. It's about 8 months later. I'll get in touch with him, see if he'll give me a quote now I've got the plans, right? And so I went... Oh, sorry. Is everything all right?
Yeah. Kids. Her phone's died, so she wants her dad's phone number so she can phone it from her friend's phone.
Oh, my God. So I went and found the chat history of this builder guy, and I couldn't find it. And it's because he changed the avatar. So before it was like a picture of him. His avatar had changed to a picture of a boot and the phrase "kick Starmer out." Now, like you, I'm thoroughly disappointed by the Labour government's treatment of disabled people and all of those. It's awful, right? I do think we're still infinitely better off than the arseholes we had before. I am hugely disappointed, and it's certainly not a Labour government that I recognise. It's definitely better than the last lot, however. But the fact... Now, it turns out this wasn't his business account, but this was the account him and I had been discussing business for quite a long time, right? And kick Starmer out, and I just thought, oh, fuck, I don't like it. So I panicked and I blocked him. Now, I'd posted on a local Facebook page looking for a builder to do this, and someone said, oh, how about, let's call him Terry. How about Terry? And Terry had replied to that saying, oh, I've been chatting to this guy last year, but this was before he had plans, referring to me, as in literal plans. So then I tried to, and that was from his business account. And then I tried to click on the business account, and he blocked me from the business account.
Oh.
Because he'd seen that I'd blocked him. Then I unblocked him from the personal account. Now, right, I'm sure a lot of my politics are different from a lot of other people's, right? And I'm sure my politics are different to a lot of builders' politics, right? But I don't need to know that.
I also think with a builder, it's someone that's going to be in your house.
Yeah.
And so if you feel like there's going to be some sort of tension there around their...
What's that noise?
Train.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I shit myself.
If you think there might be some tension there with regards to, you know, strident opinions that you can't nod and smile along to, then yeah, you've got every right not to have them in your house.
Of course, got every right not to have them in the house. I just...
Builder-wise, it's not a very professional thing to do, is it?
I don't think it is. And yes, it wasn't his business account, but we had been discussing business. Yeah. It was his personal account. But that's what we'd been chatting through. It made me feel very uncomfortable. I think I did the right thing.
You got the ick, mate.
I got the ick, and I don't know. I don't know what the point is. I'm trying to. I don't know what the point is. I'm trying to make. But you said politics and ethics. Politics can be debated. Ethics. I don't want to have a fucking political debate. When I've got a builder here, I just want him to do that. All I want to know is, do you take sugar? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. I don't want to know anything else about anything. That's it. So I just... there we go. Itzumpa says, we had a builder for a quote. He was a COVID denier. We couldn't even send him the spec after he left. Don't ask me why I chose this. Said, we had an electrician going on about how great Trump was. Husband told him to leave. And you're right, having tradespeople in your space is awkward. And then he says, not a chance I'd use him. I think you're right, but he was a nice guy. He was a nice guy. I don't know. It made me feel very, very uncomfortable. And that's not a basis for a working relationship like that.
I sometimes express a political opinion or two, right?
Is it?
But it's not my profile picture. And I'm always slightly wary of people who use that as a profile picture, not just for a short time, but like it's their whole personality, you know, flag shaggers, all that kind of stuff. But okay, so tell me about you then. If that's all we're going to talk about, then I'm out.
Kick Starmer out. I mean, whatever. I don't even want to talk about the. I don't. I just please don't do that. Have a picture of your kids. You come around and give us a quote.
Oh, some of the best misogynists though got up pictures of their kids on there, haven't they?
That's true.
It's like, whoa, and then you do a close up and it's them holding a granddaughter or something. Bloody hell!
It's not quite Hitler and Sons, Alan, but so I did the right thing in not engaging because
This is someone you're going to have in your house. If you have an instinct like that, I think go with it. When have the spidey senses ever been wrong?
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. Poor Hilton says, I'm happy to separate politics if they're a really good builder.
Yeah, but he led with the politics because we've not seen his building.
What I think, you know, if someone had like, and this is not this guy, this is completely different from this guy, but if someone had a, you know, I bum Farage or, you know, if it's something like that, they will get a block straight a fucking way. I don't give a shit if they could do the whole thing for a penny. I ain't having that prick in my house. So yeah.
No.
No, I'm not happy to separate politics if they're a really builder. Yeah. All right. Well, I did the right thing.
And again, not talking about this particular builder, but no.
No. Not talking about this. He was a nice guy when he came round.
I don't want to live in the house that Fash built.
No. Yeah, he was.
That was a high five. That was not a.
He was a nice guy when he came round. There were a couple of other things, but yeah, he was a nice guy. But no, I just that is the profile we've been having a very long conversation about building work on. I saw it's that. I don't want that. Because then you think, well, hang on, are you thinking bad enough? Well, it'll be better anyway. Jimbo says, I ended a counselling relationship because she said she thought the government had done a great job over COVID. I'd literally started the conversation about how we'd lost 4 family members over a couple of years.
Oh, no.
That's that stuff you're not really supposed to... You're supposed to be kind of politically neutral in that gig. Graham says, I wouldn't have a racist or misogynist or someone who supports those enable them do work for me. That's beyond politics. It's Peter, not Pete. If he has strong political views, they might bring them up when working in your house.
Exactly.
We missed a phone call from Sean. Right, let's call Sean back. I see you, Ginger Ninja, in the chat. You better be calling us soon.
Yeah, I want an update.
I want an update, and if you've biffed anybody in Tesco's recently. Hello. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello there.
Can you hear me?
We can.
No.
Yep. No.
Oh dear. It's the first time I've used Skype in ages.
Oh, we're about to close Skype.
Oh no, it's asking me for permission to use the camera. I'm trying to get it to work.
Give it or don't. That's entirely up to you. It's your choice.
Your face.
Oh, it nearly came on and then it didn't. It's for those listening. This is Sean. Good evening, Sean.
Good evening. Yeah, I can't be bothered to try and get.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you can't be bothered to talk to us. I was about to cut you off.
It was going to be a quiet.
Well, you know, I had a little gimmick at the start of the video where I was going to. The first thing you would have seen was me playing with the tape measure.
Goodbye. Thank you for calling. Goodbye. We don't want. Listen,
that's a tool. That's not a game.
If you're just phoning up on Skype to troll me, then I cannot wait for the end of Skype to come soon enough. If you're just going to phone up and troll me, I'm not interested at all. Okay, and that was a troll.
You know that's an invitation now, don't you?
No, it's not an invitation.
It's a can of worms that you've just opened. It's all over the table.
It's not an invitation.
To clean it up.
It's not an invitation. I do not want troll calls on my Skype.
Where is le Jean Nanger? Because
I don't know what that means.
Ginger Ninja in French, innit?
Oh yeah, Ginger Ninja. Why don't you give us a call?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
You knob.
Hey.
Well, he is a bit of a knob, isn't he? Ginger Beard Mark. I don't have it. Why don't you call us now?
Do it. Or maybe he's busy.
Itzumpa says, what if a tradesperson had a profile picture of a tape measure? Ooh,
well, it's a tool of his trade. He might be an expert in measuring, and that's what you want.
Was the dodgy builder going to be building an extension to the right wing of your house?
Thank you.
Thank you. It wasn't. It was anyway. I don't want to speak too badly about him. It's in terms of political statements, it's quite a slight one, right? And he was a nice guy. He was a nice guy. But
Don't
it
pop
was
that
too
out
much.
there. Don't
Yeah.
pop that out there.
It was too much for me to handle. As Ginger Ninja left the chat, Ian, the day they booted you from BBC WM, I boycotted the BBC. They destroyed local radio.
What WM did?
Well, WM. You remember who took over at WM?
Yes.
And I'll never forget. And you might, because the guy at WM really, really wanted me. To
Yeah.
the point where he bent over backwards.
He was meeting you like secret meetings.
And
trying
he wanted
to
me on
coax
a
him over.
Friday and a Saturday, and he was going to pay for my hotel and all of that. So I was like living the dream. And then he went after 6 months, and the new boss came in who had taught us how to do breakfast radio.
She'd attempted it.
Jesus Christ. And I remember I had a sheet of paper and I went down to the show started at 2, and at 10 to 2 I went down to the studio and she went, "Oh, what's on the show today?" And I said, "I don't know." She went, "What?" I said, "I don't know." She went, "What's on your paper site? It's blank. Can we have a chat after the show?" I was like, "Oh, okay." So you're one of those. And
She wanted
didn't get it.
documents.
Yeah, she didn't get it. She didn't get it. And you know what? Fuck her. She was wrong. That show was brilliant. And she wanted Chitty Chat Club. She wanted things like, let's have a Chitty Chat Club. She's the reason people like her are the reason that BBC local radio is moribund. As a deliberate use of that word, because she wanted fucking safe Chitty Chat Club. You play fucking Dire Straits, then you get some boring guest to talk about boring things. And I was going in and fucking playing vinyl that I bought there were loads of record shops in Birmingham, and I would go and play vinyl that I bought, and would talk about absolute nonsense. And guess what? People loved it. She wanted to squeeze it out. Hate people like that. I can say it now.
Control. It's all about control, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm so glad to be out of radio. So glad. Oh,
So am I, although I was talking to a very nice chap yesterday from Classic FM.
Oh, yeah.
And he'd started out at LBC when it was at the old place. So
Latimer Road, was it Latimer Road?
I think you'd coincided.
Okay. What was his name?
His name was Sam Pettis. Really nice fella. So now I'm working at a school which is sort of sponsored by Global Inc., Global Media. And so they came over. We'd done pretty well in the Ofsted recently, so they're making some new promos. And I was talking to him. And in between the filming, we were talking about it. Basically, he was there around the same time as you. We know a lot of people in common. And he's moved from LBC and doing sort of reporting into more... he works at Classic FM now, and he just sort of said he got a little bit tired of, the game, and sort of wanted to do something that fulfilled his soul a little bit more. And I think it is tiring sometimes. So if you do it right, it can be really tiring. But also, the radio industry has changed an awful lot since we started.
I just can't.
I
be
don't
bothered.
fancy it anymore, do you?
If someone came and said, Friday or Saturday night, 3 hours, do what you want, is 400 quid a show. Fuck yes, I will take that for the money, but I have no interest in doing it at all. Steve's Retro Loft. Ian's show was great. Yes, it was. Also, I met you at Crash Live last year. Oh, nice one, man. Who are you? I'm assuming you were probably a tall, bald man, because most of them were. Remind me who you were, Steve's Retro Loft. Remind me. We missed...
I know. The other day you were saying to me that there was an ADHD podcast, Kate, over at Global.
Yeah?
He's the co-presenter on that.
Oh,
it turns out. So
Okay.
yeah, weird sort of merging of.
I've been talking to her a little bit about
Yeah.
stuff. Sean called back. I think Sean might have got his camera working for the gag. So let's see. Here we go. Sean's gag was going to be showing a tape measure, knowing a tape measure was trolling me. Here we go. Here comes Sean. There we go.
Aha!
Hello. No tape measure, no gimmick.
I'm disappointed in you.
It's clipped to your belt, I hope, young
Oh,
man.
for God's sake.
Very disappointed in you. You've let us
Well,
down.
I apologise for that. How are you guys?
Yeah, good, thank you. If your microphone is coming through your headphones are a bit shit because it's a little bit muffled.
Ah, okay, they are a bit shit. Sorry about that.
As long as you know that.
I know, my girlfriend says the same thing. I need to upgrade my headphones a little bit.
Upgrade your headphone. But we can just about make you out. How's things going, Sean? How may we be of service to you on this wonderful Friday evening?
I'm all right. Coming live from the Costa del Salford. It's actually been quite nice and sunny today.
Big up. It's always sunny in Salford.
Mate, M50, where it's at. Yeah, I've been playing football, so my hair's a little bit shit. Not really.
I was genuinely thinking your hair's looking fantastic. If I'm completely honest, I'm not being sarcastic. I was thinking he's got good head hair.
It's action hair. It's action hair.
I like it.
It's been hard at it on the pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know we've got El Dorado coming up, so I won't keep you guys too long. So I kind of got a question for both of you, really. Ian, there was something that I thought about a few days ago.
Yeah.
And I had a little look online to try and find it. On your talk radio show about 2017 kind of time, you found a website where they had all these old kind of recordings in like the late 19th century, early 20th century, and I can't find it.
Like
I don't know
of
what it was
radio?
called. Yeah, do you remember? It was something like somebody had like an audio of like a 1926 like day at the fair in like Essex or something. Had those little clips.
The thing I remember, and I don't think this is it, and this is my friend Jimbo, I think, point me in the direction. There's a thing called, I think it's Fauble, Fourbble.
I think that was it.
But that wasn't 2017. That was quite a recent discovery.
The one we were using a lot at Talk Radio was Radio Garden, wasn't it?
Radio Garden was where you could go around the world and listen to radio live.
Yeah.
So the one I can think of is called Fauble, Fourbble.co.uk. And it's a great thing. I'll put a link in the chat, actually, because it's a great resource. It's got pretty much everything that's ever been on radio. It's a delight and it's a joy. And I'm wondering if that is it, but that's only like in the last 2 or 3 years, maybe.
Okay. I'll have a look at the link when I click on it in the chat.
But you think it was like longer ago, like 8 years ago or something?
100%. So I remember it was 2017 because I was at University of Liverpool at the time. I remember the room I was in when I heard it. I remember sending it to one of my old tutors. I did broadcast journalism at Huddersfield. And I said, because the module I do for radio at the university, I said to Richard, his name was, so these really cool, like old kind of sounds from like the late 19th century, early 20th century. And it was really interesting to hear. Because me and my girlfriend stumbled upon, I can't remember why we found it, but it was like an old clip of like Queen Victoria speaking, like in the early 20th century.
Yeah.
And that sort of thing. But yeah, I can't remember what it was. I can kind of picture in my head like what the website looked like and the layout of it. I just cannot for the life of me remember what it's called. But if you can't remember, it's not
do you know what? I can't, but that feels like a nice little challenge for the week. Here's the thing. Someone might know it in the chat and it will pop up straight away. If not, when this goes out as a podcast, someone will quite possibly get it from that. I'll be honest, it's not ringing any bells. If Matty's listening, Matty might know.
He'll know.
You know what, Sean? Keep those logos open. Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. All right, so that was a question for me. You said you had a question, I think, for Catherine.
I do. So, Kath, being a solid French speaker yourself, so my girlfriend's French.
Right.
And we've been going out for a couple of years now.
How do you say we are splitting up in French? You are don't.
So we is nous.
You don't have to answer it.
Yeah, so I've been learning bits and pieces.
Yeah.
I was just curious, like when you were learning French, was there like a sentence or a word that maybe even now you still kind of struggle with? Because my girlfriend pisses herself laughing when I try and say tree, which is like arbre, because I would do the in arbre, and I cannot get my vocals to get it right. Is there anything that you still kind of struggle with French?
The one that I used to, and they gave me a speech to do once when we were on the French exchange, and it was like a sort of thank you for looking after us thing that we had to say in front of all the parents and everything. And it was the first time I'd come across this word, and it's accueillir, and it's for receiving us, I suppose, accueillir. And I still don't think I'm saying it right. And yeah, that's the one that sticks with me. And you kind of see it come. I don't have to say it very often, obviously, these days. But whenever I did it, I would see it coming up over the horizon when I was getting towards it and having to say it. And I would wuss out every single time. Accueillir. But yeah, so how long have you been going out with La Française?
A couple of years. Yeah, it's a bit of a random one because we're both having solo holidays in Dublin. And we met on like a sort of Dublin literary pub crawl. Where these guys who are like actors, they sit around the pubs that all of the Irish literary folk from like Oscar Wilde, James Joyce, etc. have a little pint in each pub, little story, you kind of go around. And we just kind of met during that really, and we kind of kept in touch for a bit, and then we started. I went over to hers. She lives in a place called Tours in the Centre de Loire region.
Yep.
And
Tours, did you say with a T?
Yeah, like Tours. Yeah.
Yep.
Without the S at the end. Yeah, I'm sort of long distance in it. It's not something I thought I'd ever do because I always thought of long distance being really tricky, and it can be tricky. But yeah, it's going really well. She's here 1 month, and I'm over there next month, and hopefully we're working on plans for her to get over here permanently.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going great, and I love going over there and learning kind of language.
Isn't it crazy when you think, cause you're in Salford, so my family are from Salford, right? And they met each other because they'd go to the same dances and stuff. And it tended to be, of course, that the pool was very small because it was like the lads that you'd knock about with or, the dances that you go to, and sort of everyone knew everyone else. But now the world is so big, the dating pool is enormous, and you could...
All right, steady on.
I'm just saying,
you're settled. All right, you're going out with a celebrity.
Oh, God. But you know what I mean? It's like... It's a completely different world, in terms of pairings. People are coming together through, like you, by chance, by going and traveling and being around each other. But also the technology means that you can be in touch and maybe have conversations that you wouldn't have had if you were sitting next to each other every day at work or at the factory or whatever it would have been in the past. It's I find it fascinating, the fact that now the world is kind of a smaller place. And people are getting together that way. That idea of the one doesn't necessarily have to be the nearest one anymore, does it?
Could be a famous one. Could be lucky enough to be going out with a celebrity, but actually be a little bit rude about it.
Okay, yeah, I imagine that would be trying.
Unbelievable behaviour. Jimbo has posted a link in the chat of another site, but I don't recognise.
Oh yeah, French word for squirrel is tough to say. Do you know that one, Sean?
Oh yes. I do know it. I completely forgot. Can you remind me what it is?
Is it not écuriel?
Across the UK.
Sorry, I should
What have you just done? Écuriel or écureuil? I can't remember.
Sounds about right. I think it's similar to what we said. It's not too dissimilar.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was what I struggled with as well. Yeah.
Some of it's just noise. Also, the difference between cou and co. Neck and arse. That's a tricky one.
Yeah, that's one I'm very slow when I pronounce it.
You know when you're approaching it right, make the right decision. Everything's hanging in the balance.
And very quickly, Caterfer, you lot are brilliant. Caterfer has found an old show that I did, and she says it mentions recordings from 1920 onwards.
Oh.
So it might be that show. So if you have a little look in the chat and see what Kate has posted, and it might be worth skimming that show. And if it is, and you find it, can you let me know? Because I'm keen to find what this website is now.
No worries, man. I'll have a look at it later.
Nice one.
Cheeky question there from Elliot. Are there two Sha? Yes, there is. The female version it also has a rude meaning. Be very careful with that one.
I think he means are there two chats?
Oh, right,
yes.
okay.
Yes, there is. There is. It's not that complicated. We are broadcasting live on Twitch and live on the YouTube. And I should just say, if you're watching on Twitch, don't pay to subscribe to that. You
hell no.
Pay to Patreon. But if you've got Amazon Prime, you can link that and you can give us a free... I haven't said the Twitch script for ages. You can sub to us on Twitch for free if you've got Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
It would be my suggestion. But sign up to the Patreon. It's £4. Do it.
Yeah.
Sean, thank you for that, mate.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Let us know if you find that website. I'm curious now.
I'll see you both guys. Yeah, I'll let you know. And just as a prediction for El Dorado, I think the first person we're going to see is Nessa #stalk.
Shut it, you dork. Shut it.
Mum, tell him.
Thank you, Sean. There we go.
Oh, I found out I can do a different impression today, didn't I? I wonder if I can remember how to do it.
Go on.
I'm quite good at doing Natalie Cassidy, I think.
Okay.
I'll work on it.
So we are getting close to El Dorado. I will say, we may squeeze. I don't know exactly when Skype ends. We may get one more free show with Skype. This might be the last free show for you freeloaders with Skype. We just don't know. So make the most of it. 0203 286 6370 is the telephone number. And if you are watching on Twitch, subscribe. You know, but for free. Don't pay Twitch. You don't need to pay them. Link your Amazon Prime. You know all of this shit. And subscribe. Do that. It said, but if you want to pay money to subscribe, then sign up for the Patreon, man. It's much better value.
You get more.
Oh, you get much more. We don't do Twitch that often. I keep thinking, I'd like to stream some games, and then I can't be bothered, and I go for a doze. Sofa Bum says, I did the sub earlier and felt ashamed after you said you weren't doing them. It's not about shaming you. It's not about shaming you. Actually, I think for smaller streamers like us on Twitch, it actually costs them money.
Yeah.
They want to kind of outlaw that a bit. Moray says, also want to say well done to Ian for his bravery confronting those abusers. It's all a bit quiet on that. I will give you a little update. Thames Valley Police have handed it over to Hampshire Police, and the officer they have a historical child sexual abuse team, and the officer has been away until today. She's come back today, and I emailed her and said, it'd be great to have a chat. I'm sure you're really, really busy. She said, yeah, I've got a lot to catch up with. How about Monday or Tuesday? So that's cool. I have instructed a legal team, my legal team, and there's not really a lot we can do at the moment. We're waiting to get back some, what I suspect are going to be quite damning emails from the scouts. They'll come beginning of May, where I think they're going to fucking stitch themselves up, unless they've deleted them. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? If the emails don't turn up, they've deleted them. If they turn up, they're going to be in a little bit of trouble, I suspect. And then it looks like I'm going to sue the scouts. That's what it's looking like. Yay.
Tiny thumbs. Tiny.
So that's where we're at. Hey, the fuck are you doing in there? Lucy Apples.
That's Lucy Apples causing a rumpus.
How dare you? Lucy Apples, come give me a cuddle. You don't like sitting on me when I'm on this chair. So that's where we are. There's, you can probably see in the background, just over Catherine's left shoulder, that is Hope, the latest foster, walking around like she owns the place. Absolutely outrageous.
Yeah, and completely unbothered by the other cats.
Normally when I have a foster, I lock them in the living room. And I thought, well, I'll let her out just so she's got a bit of room and it will kick off. And I just walked out. Everyone went, all right. And that was it. Yeah, all right. That was it. No one cares. I love it. I love it. She's such a darling. I've been very, very...
She's a really nice cat.
She's very, very sweet. Lucy Apples is an alarm clock cat. And what that means is 6 o'clock, you got to wake up.
Yeah.
6 o'clock, you got to wake up. And she will jump on you. She's got these tiny, cold little pads. 6 o'clock. Yep, okay. Jumping all over you.
Does she scream in your ear?
Doesn't scream in my ear. Okay. She'll shout downstairs, but yeah, she climbs all over you.
I get that from Yoshi. I've started doing the kind of... to him. No.
She's just done a poo.
Oh, she has. Blood.
Perfect timing.
Jim, perfect timing. I've got to go and clean up something.
Please.
I'll be back in a sec.
Please do. Normally I don't like...
He runs off.
Oh my God.
I know, but honestly, and I don't normally like it. I think it's rude. I think he's rude, if anything. You ring up and he disappears. But actually,
Oh my God, the size of it.
on this occasion, I'm really quite grateful that he's gone because it's a really meaty one. He's
What
been
you need
feeding
is
them
some
oat
petrichor
cuisine.
to spray in the air.
Don't spray on leather. Shh. Don't say anything. Yes.
Here we could tell.
Don't use my petrichor.
Well, it had to. I had to cover up the smell of arse. Jimbo! A segue to Jimbo.
Hello.
Hey.
I think some of the links on that
link I posted are broken, like because the British Library got hacked. So I think some of the links don't work to the British Library.
Why are they attacking the British Library?
Yeah. It was quite a nasty one, apparently. I've been looking at it for work.
Great centres of learning. What could possibly be the threat there?
Yeah. Holding people to account.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Can I just say, sorry, it popped up on my local Facebook page. If you're the parents of 2 teenage boys that have just walked home, please can you remind your sons that throwing stones at the ducks and kicking them into the canal is not a nice way to behave, particularly at this time of year when they're nesting. That's a shitty thing. First post, kids have no respect anymore. It'll only get worse and worse. There is no discipline at home or school, plus no punishment for actions. I've replied, yes, they do.
What's getting Cliff's knickers in a bunch?
It's just who hurt you, Cliff? Who hurt you, Cliff?
Kids do stupid things. That's what being a kid is.
Yeah, I was going to say, kids do. I mean, I never used to kick ducks.
So do adults. Most kids are delightful and charming and helpful.
And most parents are trying their best.
And most parents...
And teachers, may I add.
And teachers are trying their best. Chill, bro.
What really annoys me is that every single person in the world generalises.
Hey!
Yeah.
Well, did you know that between 1 and 100% of statistics are made up?
I've told you 1,000 times to stop exaggerating.
She literally has, though, so that's not a joke.
And scene.
I had a new car delivered on Monday.
Oh, get a you. It better not be a Tesla.
It is not a Tesla, no. It is not a Nazi car. It is a Hyundai.
A Hyundai.
And it is an electric car.
Oh, a silent killer.
Yes. They are a lot heavier than normal cars. They are wearing the roads out a lot quicker. And they cause much greater injuries when you hit someone.
Yeah.
And they don't hear you coming.
Can you put a tune on it like a sort of ice cream van?
So there is a setting on it which you can
do it.
But no, I don't know whether it plays it outside. I think that's a Tesla thing where they do it or make a fart noise.
Oh, he would be a bell end and make something annoying, wouldn't he?
But I think I can put the sound setting on it is from inside the car for me, so it sounds like it's accelerating like a petrol car. But it's on off at the moment. So.
To make it feel fun. Like when you get babies, those clip-on steering wheels for their buggies, and it makes a noise like etc.
Well, it's got all the fancy modern stuff on it. It's got some annoying stuff like lane keep assist.
Oh.
Which basically steers you when you don't want to.
Do you trust that shit?
Well, I've tried turning it off because it's really annoying. It's like shaking the steering wheel all the time. It's horrible.
I nearly bought a Knight Rider watch.
Speaking of magic cars.
Yeah, you could buy a Knight Rider watch. You can do that to it. I wanted to buy the Atari watch. Atari are releasing a watch. It's $80 and it's got 4 games on it. It's called a smartwatch, but it doesn't connect to your phone or anything like that. And actually, it looks really, really good. It's got like Breakout and Pong, and I wouldn't want to play games on it, but I'd tell you what, I've been playing my Donkey Kong 2, playing a little bit of the old
DK.
Donkey Kong 2.
Brilliant.
What a game!
So
I got this right because I used to have one. I thought, I'll play it.
Oh man, I always wanted one of these.
What a game! Honestly, every now and then I'll just I'll have one game on it and go, right, that's enough. What a game! Donkey Kong 2 on the Game Watch. But I wanted to get the Atari watch. It's only $80. It looks brilliant, but they don't deliver to the UK.
That's the tariffs.
Well, this is before the tariffs. So it's now the tariffs, yeah.
It costs you £500 now.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it's my birthday coming up, Catherine. You can find a workaround again.
I'm having a barbecue, like the actual device, not just a barbecue, for my birthday because that is this month.
Oh.
Happy birthday, Mr. Jim.
What are you gonna make on your barbecue? Kebabs?
Yeah, probably. I really like good chicken tikka. So yeah.
That's interesting.
Isn't that
'cause
wet on a barbecue?
I like really bad chicken tikka, so we just would never be compatible.
Actually, sometimes those cheap ready meals are the best. Have you ever? Why don't you make a long sausage on it?
Because Jenna would be all over it, dirty Mary. The absolute filth. Jenna was sending me absolute filthy messages today. Muzzle your woman, to quote Married at First Sight Australia. I'm not actually saying that. I don't believe that for a second. It's a famous quote from an awful TV series, just to make that clear.
From a terrible man.
TV series, yeah. The funny thing is, just as the show was starting, she said, I bet he announced me for what I sent him.
Filth. Can't even remember what it was because I've had to just shut down that part of my brain. Otherwise, I'd be so upset.
We did send you a racist spoiler about El Dorado.
They send me spoilers about El Dorado and go, it's a teaser. No, it's not. It's a spoiler. You're telling me what's going to happen.
They think that by teasing you with a spoiler,
Marcus
you can call it a teaser.
That was it. She said, in this episode, you're coming up to an episode
whoa,
soon.
Whoa, are you going to spoil it for everyone else?
Yes, I am. You're coming up to an episode. This is what she said, right? You're coming up to an episode where where Marcus gets wet, and so does everyone watching it. Imagine that.
Oh, no, I don't need to know.
Imagine that. His wife sent me that message.
How does that make you feel as a person, Jim?
He condoned it.
Well, it was on my WhatsApp.
Yeah.
On my device.
Huh.
Oh, my God.
He's complicit and implicit.
Oh, no.
And duplicitous.
Probably.
Implicit, though.
Wet.
All right, stop saying it now. God.
Wet.
Marty
Very good
Pello.
band.
That's one for Linny if she's in the chat.
Yeah. She was fond of Marty
What
Pello,
happened
wasn't
to Wet, Wet, Wet? Why are Wet, Wet, Wet touring without Marty Pello? I know he became a heroin addict. And
He's
got
all right
clean.
now.
He's all right. But why are they not touring together? What's the beef there?
He's touring on his own. He gets to keep all the money then, doesn't he?
Well, yeah,
she?
but...
Oh, depends, doesn't it? Who wrote what?
But the thing is, you can imagine, because Wet, Wet, Wet are playing small theatres. Marty Pello's playing slightly bigger theatres. They could play, like, an arena? Could they? If Five can sell out an arena, they can play an arena, right?
Linny would know. Linny, call in. Tell us
the
the latest
beef.
goss. Yeah.
WWWMPB. The Wet, Wet, Wet Marty Pello beef.
And the other one, Sketty Meatball, he shares a butcher with Marty Pello. So after he moved north of the border, they now have the same butcher.
Okay. So next time he goes in for a big sausage, you could ask.
Yeah.
You can make your own big sausage. Do you want to know how, Jimbo?
How?
Well, Lucy
Unwind the
Apple's
links.
just made one.
Squeeze it together. One long sausage.
I recognise this technique.
Get rid of the raggy ends. But not
recognise that
before you've wound it round, so it looks like a Cumberland. Stick a couple of skewers in it. Glaze it, a bit of honey glaze. I've got a great recipe. I'll send it to you. Big sausage.
Okay.
It's actually
sounds good.
4 sausages, but saves you the bother.
But you're only eating one, so you feel less guilty.
Exactly, and also you go, whoa, look at the size of that sausage.
Five are brilliant. I wanted to get tickets, but I didn't want to go and see them at the O2. I wanted to see them at the Brighton Centre. I wouldn't go and see them at the O2. The Five are great. Sorry, I was talking to the chat there.
I tried to get Lady Gaga tickets earlier and failed.
We can't go to any more big concerts. I'm spent up after the Sabrina Carpenter extravaganza.
Oh, excuse me. Linny says, Linny doesn't answer the question, actually. Linny says, Marty Pello, he did get back with them, but left again. Okay. I said that. I actually said that. What I want to know is, what is the WWWMPB? A reminder,
Maybe
what
it's
is
not
the
beef,
wet,
maybe
wet,
it's
wet
tea you want. You want tea.
Marty Pello.
The
beef.
tea.
Beef.
Spill the tea.
Yeah.
Hot, sweet tea.
So we're going to see Olivia Rodrigo in Hyde Park, along with Last Dinner Party and Girl in Red.
Last Dinner Party were the ones that did that Sweary Sparks type song that I played last weekend.
Like that.
It's amazing.
It's a good song.
They are brilliant. And then I am on a solo adventure to go and see Self Esteem in Brighton.
Oh.
Because Jen's doesn't listen to her, but I love her stuff. So that'll be good. I don't think we've got any others booked. So we were going to try and get Gaga tickets, but
Denied.
yeah.
I'm sorry, man. It's so tough. It's so tough. We'll have everyone earlier at the start of the show. We asked you all to thoughts and prayers for Alistair, who's poorly in hospital.
Turns out we're praying for the
having
wrong
heart
guy.
problems. Can I actually ask you to stop any more thoughts and prayers for Alistair? He's had plenty. This guy sat right in front of you now, Jimbo. He needs your thoughts and prayers. He needs candles lit. He needs moments of silence because he didn't get tickets for Lady Gaga. So
Ghost
please,
hugs, man. Ghost hugs.
Ghost hugs. I'm sorry, brother. And Alistair, just deal with it, mate. Just deal with it.
Well, and as Peter has pointed out in the chat, we're not going to Disney this year either. So it's not till May 26th. So if we can have some thoughts on that as well.
Yeah. So earlier on, we had someone questioning whether, why are we talking about adolescence when there's such bigger questions in the world? Actually, same applies for the whole Alistair debacle, doesn't it, really?
Jim, I'm
We've got
cutting
our eyes
you,
on
I'm
the wrong
cutting you
ball.
off. You disgust me. It disgusts me. What a disgusting creature. What a disgusting...
These are strong.
Yeah, lemon Aldion brand lemon sherbet.
I've just hit the sherbet bin. It's back of my throat. Is it time?
Let's do it. Paulie D.
Do your thing.
Paulie D, do your thing. I think he's going to say 54.
And I think the first person to be shown today will be...
Get your votes in the chat. We're going to watch El Dorado, guys. If you've never been... It's 50... Excuse me, Paul Loves Retro. We were not asking you. We were asking Paulie D. Unless Paulie D is Paul Loves Retro.
I think it might be.
No, it can't be. Is it? What? Hang on a minute. No. Is it? It's you. I think I knew that, actually.
I think the first one up is going to be Joy.
For those who don't know, Catherine, because we got some freeloaders, we got some scumbags. Steve's Retro Loft. Did I missed who you said who you were? I missed who you said who you were. I'm at a couple of retro things this year. Retro Faith is interviewing me at something in London or something in May, I think. Let me go to my diary of dreams. So I'm doing Zap in May. Where's the thing with Faith? I thought that was in May. Yeah. So the 31st of May. I'm in Uxbridge soon. I'm at a retro thing in Uxbridge.
Oh.
And then tomorrow I'm going to the
That's
cave.
my manor.
Is it? It's a Saturday.
Where the school is.
Yeah, and then tomorrow, I'm going to the cave in Stroud.
Okay, cool.
So
for people who don't know, El Dorado was a BBC show that was on tea time.
It wasn't tea time.
It was. It was like...
Tea time's like 5:30.
Oh, about 7 o'clock.
Yeah, dinner time.
That's when I had my tea.
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean. Don't pretend you don't know what I mean by tea.
I do know what you mean, but I want them to know what you mean.
Half of them know what I mean.
Anyway,
Anyway, it was on, and it turns out it was wrong. But anyway, it was a BBC attempt to bring in a little bit of exotique to the schedule, and it was a load of expats. It's a soap about a load of expats living in this place near Malaga, I think, isn't it? And the crazy adventures they have living in a community of Europeans, a European community, if you will. And there's some very, very, very heavy-handed attempts to talk about how important it is to be in a European community, if you know what I mean. Europe was massive at that point. So that's it. There's some terrible acting. There are some very heavy accents. There are some moments where we really could have done with subtitles, but they didn't bother. And there's some storylines that don't go anywhere at all, and that's why we've been watching this for 55 episodes.
We started on August the 11th, 2023. 12th. Europe was big then, but not as big as America.
Yeah.
And I think around about that time, Boston was bigger than America. What? How is this possible? Europe were big then, but not as big as America. At that time, I think Boston was bigger than America.
He's talking about the bands, ladies and gentlemen.
Bands! Not as big as Journey.
Yeah.
Elliot says, boring information for you all. Should I read it out?
Do it.
I have 2 Lords Vale cabs that I'm trying to let the Arcade Archive have for a couple of years or whatever. the arcade archive is downstairs. Tomorrow is going to be freaking awesome. 55.
Let's have it. We could explain to what's happened so far, but you'll pick it up. It actually makes no difference because often they start things and don't refer to them ever again.
Only got another 101 shows to go. We're a third of the way through it. It's taken us nearly 2 years. Thank you very much, Jim. Appreciate that, buddy. Jim has talked to us about the volume. There we go. We got it. It'll be the Nutty Brother. It'll be the Nutty Brother.
Oh, sensitively portraying being mentally ill. Yeah.
Am I filming tomorrow? No, I'm on my hollybobs.
Or is it going to be Freddie's mate, Sleepy Jerry? No, it's him. You're right. Remember, this is a sensitive, according to the El Dorado Facebook group, a sensitive portrayal of mental illness.
Why would you kick a ball near him?
Beaching it.
Hey, man, you all right? What's going on, man? Hey, man. What's going on?
He's not going to say anything to him, is he? Because he's not been paid. This extra's not been paid to speak. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She had, what was it, a fibroid or something?
She got shagged to death.
No, she didn't. But she could not do the play.
Javier's spoken to the doctor here.
Javier's talking to the doctor here.
I thought you just said Javier has spoken to the doctor here.
I like this guy a lot, actually. Although his mullet is getting more and more annoying. What is lovely is in the El Dorado Facebook page, his daughter posts every now and then. I think that must be really sweet.
He does remind me of Ricardo Montalban in The Wrath of Karma.
She will need some details.
God!
I've given her as much as I could, but she will need to see you soon.
Did she say anything about how she is?
It's early days yet, but at least for now she's stable.
But they're not worried. She will be okay.
Oh, I'm sure she will.
But you don't know.
This is a good hospital. She's in safe hands.
You haven't answered my question.
Stanley, we must all wait.
Stanley, listen, we must all wait.
When I have a conversation with the doctor, I like him to be standing behind me and leaning over like this.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that in a doctor.
Am I allowed to rub one out?
You know no one else can do anything until Rosemary comes around. Look, why don't I run you home?
What cruel man.
No. I'm staying.
If you're in a coma, do I have to stay?
I'd rather you didn't, to be honest.
Perfect. You heard that, guys? You heard that. Now, I'm not saying she's going to end up in a coma. I genuinely don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Who does? But if she does, and you see me on the stream, you see me out on the street with a lovely young lady, whatever, she's told me that's what she wants for me.
Yeah, have you seen clubbing? Dancing in a crazy fashion.
That's what she wants. Thank you.
I know, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for warning me.
Oh, yeah.
Hiya, Dad. It's me, Dieter. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How's everything with you?
Yeah, I'm all right. It's just, I have a bit of a problem.
Why are they speaking in English when they're both German?
Oh, well. It's financial.
Bunny's arranged for him to have the night off.
New Treen is coming.
Yes.
And that's...
What's Graham Campbell said there, and something you laughed at me the other day for saying?
She's looking a bit peely-whaley.
Peely-wally.
Is peely-wheely?
Peely-wally.
Sorry?
It's peely-wally.
Why are you doing an Australian accent?
No, because he's Scottish. That's what Ronnie used to say to me.
Okay, well, it's wrong.
It's not.
I don't know. Yeah, he's saying it, but it's wrong.
Peely-wally.
So, and Treen, what happens with Treen?
Treen was sent away because we couldn't understand what she was saying, and they kept having to overdub her lines.
So, a new actress is coming, but do you know what her story is?
She's got a new head. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Dirty old girl.
But we still don't know how to get him there.
Can't we ask him?
No, it has to be a surprise.
Old-fashioned can with
What
a rim.
about his parents? Can't they help?
Hi.
There
Help
she is.
what?
She stopped by crashing into him.
She did. She used him as the stopper.
No. We don't do
Let's
that.
get Blair to the club.
That's easy. All you've got to do is get permission from
All
the
right.
girl. Hi.
What the Oh, it's the airmail top. We've not
Yes.
seen this for a while.
What's going on then?
Nothing much.
Any fancy going to that ferrier up in Meehus?
You mean like festival? Is that
Yeah,
fake?
Ferrier.
I wouldn't call it a ferrier.
No, you just go to that thing.
I can't. I promised I'd help my father at the club.
Maria?
Sorry.
No, because remember when we went out for a bit and you were a bit horrible to me?
Yeah, and I ran
have
away.
to go home soon.
I was upset.
What about you, sis?
No, I think I'll go home and catch up on some homework. But don't let us stop you, though.
Johnny Wong says, hello, he woo. How are you, Ian? I am good, Johnny Wong. How are you? I tell you, my spidey senses tingle like a mofo.
All right. See you later, then.
Red
Bye.
jeans.
And so...
This bloody
I like
play.
this guy. This guy is a great character, actually. He totally gets the mission.
The director vibe.
He has been given a mission and he is totally doing it. And I love it. He's overacting to the max. Did we just miss a phone call then? No, we didn't miss it. We didn't miss anything.
But just so you know,
Johnny Wong is very good, mate.
the nightmare ends. I ask for you not to judge me. My crimes were not those of a nun,
actually, she's miles better than Rosemary anyway.
She is infinitely better.
but those of a woman. And now we have come full circle.
I like dozing, listening to 4 Extra. And so, but what I don't like is sometimes they'll play like a music show on there, and I don't like it. I like talking. But then I was having a very fitful doze the other day. It was hot, and Great Lives came on. I've been on Great Lives talking about Andy Kaufman, but it was someone talking about Pope John Paul II.
Oh.
It was Anne Widdecombe.
Oh, jeez.
And she was so rude to the expert they had on. And I remember, and she's talking about being a Christian. And I was once on a television show with her and someone from, it wasn't the Brexit party, it was one of those right-wing parties. And they were arguing there's no such thing as poverty in this country. And we don't have starving children, and people should just work harder. And I remember telling Anne Widdecombe to fuck off on this television show. And it became quite a big thing, and there was outrage. And
All
I think,
of a sudden, it was you saying something mean to an old
yeah,
lady.
and I think I may have even at the time apologised publicly, not to her. And I remember, and I listened to it, and I thought, no, I'm really proud of when I told Anne Widdecombe to fuck off. Can we find the words? I told her to fuck off for talk. She's such an obnoxious. I wonder if it's on here. The clip. Oh, look, it's the election special we did. Look at that. That was good, wasn't it? Ian Lee.
That one nearly got us fired.
Yeah, it did, because our bosses were twats. Is this episode?
Day off work.
I don't think I'm. Oh yeah, here we go. Should we see we can?
Of doctors who had that boy's best.
I'm
interest
fucking
at heart.
raging,
I'm not
right?
In the family, because
hang on, where's the
turn off the machine and the
Can we
lad
just
died.
get the facts absolutely straight? It was January when they found out, not July. If action had been taken, you
Maybe
might.
you don't
nobody would
know.
Say,
Are
no,
you a doctor?
Exactly.
So
we
you
don't
carry
know.
on writing in
Exactly,
your column
we don't
poisonous
know.
lies
We
that people can
don't
point
know.
the finger at Great Ormond
That
Street
is the
Hospital,
whole
who are
point.
the best children's doctors in the
You don't know
world.
with any experimental thing. It's already helped some children with related conditions, but you don't
No,
know.
very, very
And
different
nobody-
conditions.
nobody
Very
said-
different conditions.
Oh, I don't remember this.
People working in those fields of expertise all speak to each other and all very aware of each other's
Right,
work.
that wasn't where that.
I was going through the change and I wanted HRT, and I found a really fantastic doctor called, oh God, what was his
So
name?
she's like some
Dr.
Brexit
Really
party
stud.
thing.
More of me and my opinions. only seen...
There we go. This is on Russia
He's
Today, by the
furiously...
way.
That's not Andrea Led.
And it's equally apparent from...
Let's find out. Who's that?
Joining me, panel.
Thank you, Anne.
I've come to Russia today for one reason.
Bloody Russia
Because I bring a light peace. I'm here to deliver us back their David Crane, three his wicker merity to further to the you. The question.
Who is that?
You did well, what? What's that? Or in rather and
food.
And in part, you're wrong. Fur is in the 1930s, or in Rotherham now. But you're wrong. We have more women in our workplace, some of them reluctant, because of the changes in attitudes to women working.
Because they can't afford food.
And in part, I blame the Tories. Those not gay for bringing off
Who is
who
that?
no matter not the should best a victim. Oh, everybody'd like to take early
It doesn't say
retirement
who
at
it is, does
35.
she?
I don't.
She says-
Humphreys. Okay.
London's West at the Air Lions. Enjoying a lager at 7:30 in the morning, it's Janice Atkinson.
Right, there's a bit right.
Explaining to customs.
Cool guy.
Trying to scuff.
Where's the bit where I tell us to
Hello,
fuck off?
universe. I don't know what's going on, Anne.
So will be affected. My dancing partner from Strictly, Anton Dubek, is one of
Bubbling
them.
rage there.
Post-Brexit, he'll have to drop his European-sounding name and be known as Tony of Beak. So my advice to you all
she's
is
hilarious,
stop worrying. I'm Anne Widdecombe. I'm not in the business of mollycoddling. So if I say that you don't need to worry, then you don't need to worry. Right, that's Brexit solved. Didn't take long, did it? What next? So, panel, how relieved are you that
Your
I
face.
sorted out the Brexit business?
What are you doing
I've never felt so told off on television in my life. I'm living a nightmare. I've slipped into a parallel universe. I don't know what's going on, Anne.
You don't know what's going on. Did you catch up with a referendum result called Brexit?
She's telling me off again. Please talk to one of the ladies.
Janice, let me talk to you, then you may be better.
As a Brexiteer, I voted myself out of...
Terrible thing, and I think it's awful. And
So,
Am I
still
sorry.
in the EU, I'm afraid. Still in the EU. So, Ian,
Hello, Anne.
you know, if you've sort of recovered from being told off,
yes,
let me make the suggestion to you. Why don't we just do Brexit on the quiet and see if anybody actually notices?
we could sneak it through and see what happens, but I have to say that I think Brexit is a terrible, terrible thing, and I think it's awful, and I think your views are repugnant.
Well, today the Institute of Directors have agreed with me about Brexit. Thank you. I'm going to stop there. Irish journalist Kevin Myers was fired from his column in
Where's
the
the
Sunday
bit where I
Times
tell her
this
to
week,
fuck
claiming
off?
that
That's
some
what we
BBC
want.
stars
That might have
are
already
They
happened.
are some of the best.
And we'll go on.
Dishes,
Nobody,
Anne.
Zoe, people working.
And I found a really fantastic doctor.
You can is accused of trying to undermine.
Sorry, this,
deeply
we enjoyed this.
Union.
as European.
I've never felt so
Where
told
is
off.
the bit? She talks about.
But I think
You can't ignore that.
Here we go. Here we go.
all of whom
Here we
were
go.
working. Why it was she decided that she wanted to stay at home. Now, what I'm talking about are the pressures on women, not the economic pressures. I've dealt with those.
You can't
but
ignore the
pressures.
you can't ignore the
I'm not
economic pressure.
wanting to.
No, but you can't ignore the economic pressure. You're saying women should be allowed to stay at home if they want. So should men if they want. But there are families that with one income, with two income, they can't afford to pay their rent. They can't afford to pay their mortgage if they're lucky enough to be able to afford a place, and they can't put food on the table. So you can't ignore that. There are food banks that people are having to go to because of policies of your government that mean that people cannot afford food. And it's all right for you to shake your head and go, well, no, no, no. Have you ever been to a food bank? Have you been to a food bank? But have you been because you can't afford to buy the food? You can't
build the food banks and they will come.
Typical man. It's a typical Tory talking bollocks.
No. I have been to a food bank, build the food banks and they will come, OK?
Oh, that is utter bollocks and you know it. That is patronising, insensitive nonsense.
Equal pay. You and I were in politics, Anne. You were paid exactly the same as your male colleagues. I was paid exactly the same as my male colleagues. It's not a gender issue. OK, 12% of the men that are stay-at-home parents at the moment. It's an economic factor that the man stays at home now. I don't care whether you're a male or whether you're a female. We have to put in place the policies that enable
good
some
at knowing
people
where
to
the
stay at
camera
home.
is.
Some
Build
people
food banks and they will come. What an offensive, poisonous
I have
attitude
been
to
to a
have.
food bank. I have spoken
No,
to
you've
the
not,
trust.
you've not been to a food bank because
I don't have to go
you've
to
not
a food
been
bank.
to a
Have you-
food bank.
have
I'll
you-
finish.
because you
I'll
have
finish
to?
this point.
Have you been
You've
because you
not
have
no, because
to?
I'm lucky enough I can afford food.
there you
You've
go.
not been to a food bank because you are deciding whether you eat or whether your children eat. There are
neither
people
have you.
in this
Neither have you.
No, I know, but I'm not saying build it and they will come. I have spoken to people who cannot afford to feed their...
We used to get callers on Three Counties. This is probably talk radio time, but we would get callers from people that couldn't afford to feed their kids.
Because of policies put in by that government
No,
and because of your
absolutely not.
poisonous
Absolutely
attitude.
not.
You're
No,
saying that's not
of
true?
course, so that's poisonous.
You're saying
that
that's
you're
not true? Are you saying that's not true?
Yes.
Order! Can we get back to
Oh, they've
the
cut it out
BBC
on that.
And the great row there. Maybe the problem is that women that's for example,
absolutely went back
between the pictures.
They've cut it out right out. Fuck off.
I can't see that happening again. Not unless.
Anyway, there we go. What a horrible. We might have got a yellow warning there. I don't know. What a horrible human.
Yeah, we've got a yellow warning for bullshit.
I've lost. Hang on, I've lost a very important window that keeps me informed of the chat. There it is. There it is. Cheers, Elliot. Yeah, they cut it out. Horrible. Graham says this is how the conversation with the builder would have gone if you'd hired him. I don't normally get very political, but it was such an I mean, I wouldn't go. Russia Today is gone now, but I wouldn't go on it today. But there was such obnoxious. I was fucking raging. You could tell I was raging, like proper.
From pretty early on, actually.
Like that shaking thing where I'm having to try and slow down my breathing because I would have fucking, you know. But I'm good at knowing where the camera is and knowing when the camera's on me. I know how to make a good face on the camera. What disgusting. Anyway, so she was on 4 Extra. Talking all this Christian bollocks, and I thought, I remember when I told her to fuck off, and I'm really proud of it, actually. Something I'm very, very proud of. Anyway, that's Anne Widdecombe. Can't remember how we got onto it, but let's watch a bit more.
Place myself in the hands of the highest court of all.
Wonderful. Wonderful. That was...
He's great. I like this guy.
Absolutely stunning. Now, well done, everybody. Right, now let's take a quick break and be back here at 5:30 sharp.
I do hope I don't let anyone down.
The director seemed very pleased.
Yes, he did, didn't he?
Is that Tabard? Is he like goal attack or something?
There we go. Let's sort that out.
That's funny, because we've been talking about something else. Oh, here we go. The scene.
Oh, this is like Gonzo style filming. This is rock up with the camera. What about the permit? We don't need no stinking permits. I sit like that. That's my comfortable pose. This would be a great phone-in if you're on the radio. This is my comfortable pose. I'll sit and watch telly like that. And that's how I sleep as well. What is your comfortable pose? Give us a call. Let us know if we were on the radio.
The button police. Do at least 2 more up, please.
So what time does it start tonight?
Oh, it doesn't usually get going till about...
Oh, for 1 second I thought it was these two talking. Just watch the beginning of that scene again and imagine it's the 2 toreadoras. Female toreador. What is a toreador? Do I mean matador?
It's a torero.
Torero. That's how sofas lie down like this!
They do 2 different jobs. Torero and there's a picador and the matador. And the matador does the killing. Yeah.
All right, Johnny Wong. You know what? Yeah. My spider senses. There you go. Just done. That's my spider senses. Johnny Wong. So pretend it's the 2 toreadors at the front talking. Here we go.
So what time does it start tonight?
Oh, it doesn't usually get going till about, well, quite late.
Oh, it looks like Freddie's wearing a dress as well when he stands in front of the lady.
Flight?
Getting tired of me already?
Oh, no. I just wondered how long we had together.
As long as...
The lady in between Freddie and his boring daughter is perhaps the sexiest woman I've ever seen on this show. What a hat.
Yeah.
As I need.
Have you got that hat?
No, I love that whole outfit. That's a
yes.
that's
If we end
a
up hitting
horse
the side
riding
of each other.
outfit.
You think that's likely?
I don't know.
Oh, it may be a child. If it's a child, I take that back.
You
I thought it was the
married?
mum. Let's just. I think it's the mum. Is it the
There have
mum?
been others though since Mum.
Yes.
Oh, sweet Jesus Christ.
One.
What's she like?
Oh, no, it's
a woman.
It's a
Not
mum. It's a
wet.
mum. It's a mum.
Like Mum.
Thank you, Hosh. Sounds like a
No.
woman. Well done.
You obviously don't like talking about it.
No, it's not that.
Really
It's just
need
that it was a
confirmation.
long
It's a mum.
time ago.
It's a mum.
What happened? Did you split
It's
up?
a grown woman. It's a grown woman.
English
No.
guys in front, you're walking a bit too slow. You're getting very close.
She died.
Yes. It's a grown.
Right, we haven't heard a word of this conversation.
It's a grown woman,
Yeah,
younger than I
well,
thought, younger than I thought, but is definitely, I want to say for the record, it's definitely a grown woman.
Were you together for long?
23 years.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sherry Peapot's here. Lovely to have you. There's the bell. And there's the bell.
Oh, rude.
It's all right. It was a long time ago.
Did you see the clip I sent you of Jared Christmas doing stand-up comedy?
I didn't watch it.
Okay, may I show it to you? Because this is important. It was on Insta? It's important we see this. Why did you not watch it? I watched some of the shit you sent me.
I was at school, wasn't I? That was a gurgle. That was a low-level gurgle.
How do I find Instagram on here?
Put Instagram in that search bar. What on earth have you been watching?
Hey, fuck! He looks like
Yes.
the new one on
Maths.
Maths, doesn't
But the one on Maths has got a slightly more stretched face.
Right, what do I need to type in to find Jared Christmas? All right. Yeah, so Jared Christmas, who of course was in.
The Persuasionists.
You got it, kid. Jimbo sent me this clip. It's absolutely spot. It looks like Gatford.
Does.
Here we go.
Go.
Here we go. This. You all laughed at me for this. Why can't we hear it?
Bottom right, here.
Okay, here we go.
Over 40, like us, weeing's different, isn't it, mate? It's changed. Body changes, doesn't it? First of all, not as quick, like those boys. Boom, in, out. Us, take a bit of time. Shake it off at the end. You think I'm done here, pop them back inside. As soon as you step out of that toilet, your willy goes, have a bit more.
Boom.
And you get a little map of Australia on your trousers, don't you?
Irish penny.
Yeah, that's why men over 40 do not wear a light-coloured trouser. If you know a bloke who's over 40s and he wears a cream chino, he's either a lunatic or he's wearing a nappy.
There we go. We've talked about this on the show before. It's been poo-pooed, but that's a phenomenon.
Wow. What a lovely little vignette that was.
You're welcome.
Good now.
Were there any children?
No.
Does she know about me?
Oh, yes.
So why did it work with her and not with Mum?
She was
I remember you know.
What?
Oh, no, nothing definite, just a vague memory of...
He left before your first birthday. You
That's
don't
bullshit.
remember him.
Yeah, no.
You don't remember him. I remember you, you know. But I left before you were one. Go on, what did I look like? Did I have a moustache then? Yeah, I didn't. No, you know what I was going to say? You didn't.
You remembering Magnum PI.
My head on someone's chest, moving up and down as he breathes. Warm. So warm, my hair was wet where I'd been lying.
Right, everyone.
This is bullshit.
Try and remember something before the age. Now, there are some people who have, there's a word for it, who can remember everything. They can remember being born. Yeah, there are some people that remember being born. It's very, very rare. Everybody watching this, listening to this, try and remember something before you were one. You can't. You can't. And if you do, it's probably because you saw a picture or someone kept telling a story about it.
Sound as you breathed in and out. I didn't know who or what you were, just that I felt safe.
What a load of nonsense. As if a baby reasons like that. Shut up.
What a shit scene.
Oh no, Nessa! It's all right. He said 7 o'clock.
Great, see you in a minute.
See ya.
Oh, I've got to say something.
Oh.
What? I'm sharing my life with my partner. For now.
In real time.
Yeah, in real time. Sinha,
Yeah.
who I like a lot,
Yes.
sent me his book, One Sinha Lifetime.
Good one.
And we used to work with his husband
Yes, we did.
a couple of times.
Yeah.
Really, really nice guy. And I messaged Paul once and said, Talk Sport treated your husband like absolute shit. They did. Anyway, and I'm coming. I like Paul a lot. I don't know him very well. I've met him once, and I just think he's good. I think he's good at what he does, and I like his shows on the radio interesting. And he said, "Oh, Ian, let me send you a copy of my book because thanks for retweeting it, and you get a mention in it. It's brief, but you get a mention in it. That's always a worry."
Oh dear.
This was ages ago. It came yesterday.
It's not that Pricky and Lee again, is it? It's not
Well,
that.
it came the other day.
And how
of course,
fast did you read it to find your bit?
Oh, well, it went straight to my bit. A little, it's down. Here, hold the line, please, caller. I found it really quickly. I should have highlighted it. Hang on. It's a little bit further in than this. Hold the line, please, caller. It'll be worth it.
Lucy Apple sighting. There she is.
Hold the line. I found it straight away earlier.
Lucy.
Hold the line. Here we go. With a rise in status came more varied offers of work. Those included guest appearances on Tipping Point and Bradley's new game show, Keep It in the Family. I was also invited onto numerous talking head shows, attempting to sound sincere about everything from Total Eclipse of the Heart to Carlos Alberto's 1970 Wonder Goal. My philosophy was to say yes to work because you never know what might spring from it. Despite this philosophy, I was not hugely enthused about... Oh. I didn't read the bit before. I didn't read the line before, but I'll read it. Despite this philosophy, I was not hugely enthused about the 2 gigs I had booked in that Sunday. First up was a run-through for a possible radio panel show. I agreed because it was hosted by Ian Lee, a broadcaster I've always really liked. But the atmosphere struggled to take off despite the best efforts of the 4 people who'd come to see it. A broadcaster I'd always really liked. This is from a guy that I have always really liked.
Well done. Well done, everyone.
What time to be alive. What time to be alive. Thank you, Paul. Thank you. It's nice. I was thinking, I do, I go through periods of feeling forgotten.
Mm.
And so, honestly, reading that, I was like, oh, fuck, someone I really like has taken the time to say something nice about me.
In a book?
Yeah, in a book. Actually, I genuinely, that meant the world. Anyway, right.
Mum,
These dickheads.
I have something for you.
Oh?
I finished it at school today. It's for your newspaper.
What is it?
Oh, it's a picture of a cock and balls. You know I can't print this again.
Bloodlust.
Oh, my God.
Pretty catchy, huh?
Yeah, well, I did say that I wasn't sure that bullfighting was a suitable subject.
For a newspaper in Spain.
But I thought you said you judged everything on its merits.
Yes, we do, but we have to be
but
very
then the
careful.
least you can do is read it.
I've seen that newspaper. There's 4 pages max.
Okay, but I'm not promising anything.
Come on, she's written at least a side of A4.
Yeah, with finger spaces.
Oh, Mum, I never asked you to.
When? Any news about Rose?
Right.
I was very proud of my journalism students today.
Go on.
It was a conversation I shouldn't have overheard. They are 18. And one of the girls was doing a bit of news gathering, let's call it. She was reading the online papers and she went, oh, look at this. Apparently men's bits get bigger in the summer. Another one without skipping a beat, and she's a very quiet girl normally. Came out of nowhere and said, yeah, no, that's just propaganda. First of all, she's correct. Second of all, very funny. I loved that one.
I can see Batman.
I can see Harrison Ford's face now.
Twice.
Yes. What's that?
We've had
yes,
that before.
It's the thing about...
We've had this before. We don't need to play this game, guys. We're better than that. Do you remember when we used to watch Not the Ding Dong game. Mel. What was it? No. The Yes No game.
Oh, no,
Mel. What's his name? Desmond Harris. What's his name? Des O'Connor's.
Yeah.
The Yes No game.
I thought you meant Naked Attraction. The Ding Dong game.
No.
Well, not yet. All I know is she's been taken into hospital.
Yeah, well, that's all anybody knows. It can't be anything too serious, though, can it? I mean, she was fine the other day when I saw her.
I hope not. I thought I'd telephone and see if she's allowed visitors.
All right, if you do, I'll come with you, eh?
OK,
Right, here. Have you heard the latest?
No, what?
According to Snowy, Ingrid is pregnant.
Oh, God.
That. You told me that this morning.
That's just typical of Snowy, isn't it? He gives out the gossip and he gives you no time to do anything with it.
Right, what have we got here? Murder at the Monastery. Oh, my God, they're actually... No, they don't put on...
Olive King.
Starring Olive
No
King.
one gives a shit. No one cares.
Starring Olive King.
We're replacing one person you've never heard with another.
What's she going to complain about?
Excuse me, my dear. That's not straight.
It's not straight. She's done it in a jaunty angle.
What?
Oh, could you straighten them all?
Oh, dear.
Fucking hell.
I would wonk them right up, wouldn't you?
Ah, how's my lead?
Oh, she's getting...
Diva.
Diva.
Leading lady, eh?
Oh, Hugh, I'm so glad you're here. There are one or two points I really want to go over with you.
Oh, I like this. I like this story.
Can I get anyone a drink?
Oh, I'd love a cup of tea.
Hugh? Get a small gin, thanks.
Drinking before the show?
Look.
Hi. Ah, Snowy. Any news?
No change, they said.
Why are we so close? Are we going to kiss?
Whatever that means.
She is conscious, though.
They wouldn't say.
But it's been a couple of hours now. There was no...
Read the Yes No game, says Michael Saba. Lovely to have you here, Michael. I find myself randomly asking people if they like swimming and then just burst out laughing. That was his go-to backup question.
Yeah, that was when things were getting a bit fast and he was reaching.
Something. Well, if they do, they're not saying. How about you, Reverend? Ready for your big...
Look at him, he's so sweaty.
That is the sweatiest...
So sweaty. He really must have hated that gig.
Night.
I'm not sure that ready's quite the right word.
Well...
She's got a bit more colour in her face.
A little. But he needs to put her hand down, otherwise she's going to get pins and needles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joy.
Yeah.
Oh, she looks so hot.
I think she looks like... do you remember Pigeon Street?
I do remember Pigeon Street.
Was she called Anita?
Boo-boo!
Was she called Anita in
Pigeon Street, where wings beat.
Pigeon Street. If you go to Pigeon Street, here are the people you might meet. Here are the people who will say goodbye, hello, goodbye, hello, every day. It was so good. Long distance, Clara.
Can we just take a second? What a woman. Clive Ball didn't get to interview in the end. So Clive Ball was offered her as an interview and it didn't happen. And he sent me a message that said, where is it? Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Here we go. He said, this is Clive Ball. I mean, I love him so much. I was just offered an interview with Joy. We've been talking. He said, weirdly, I was just offered an interview with her. I said, wow, that's a weird coincidence. Really weird. A few days later, she ended up on Nick Ferris the next day. That's what we used to call Nick Ferrari. Nick Ferris!
Hiya, Blair.
What a woman!
Hiya, Blair.
What is this, a ghost town?
Looks like it.
Where is everybody? Spoke to Clive this morning.
Want to fool around a bit?
He got back safely.
Great.
You'll be off soon, won't you?
Next week.
You looking forward to it?
Oh, is he finally leaving?
You did.
He doesn't want to go now!
Seem very excited. I would be.
Well, I'll be glad to get away from here. That's what you mean.
Is she going to teach him the womanly
No,
ways?
she isn't. This isn't one of those films that you
was I remember seeing a trailer for a film when I was a kid called Private Lessons. I remember seeing it. I mean, what year were Private Lessons?
Was it a film or a Blu-ray?
No, it was. Well, I think it was a Bluey, but I remember seeing the trailer in the cinema.
Come on now.
Private Lessons, and it was all about. Well, you can guess what Private Lessons was about.
Lessons in privates.
Private Lessons trailer. Sylvia Crystal was in it. Here we go.
When a young man loses his serve, his nerve...
He's too young!
I didn't realise he was a boy.
His touch...
Remember that bit?
His balance... and his drive. He doesn't need help from his friends.
Oh, my God.
What he needs are private lessons. What happened to him should happen to you.
No.
Fucking hell!
What happened to him should end up in a court of law, and she should end up in the nick.
God!
Unbelievable scenes.
What's this? It's not about learning to chase cars or chasing balls.
Backhand.
Yes, sir, Mr. Travis. Why don't you come and visit me tonight after I've finished with the dishes? We could talk.
It's all about growing up.
Yeah. When I remember it as being like, it was like a teenage, it was like a Happy Days kid, but they were like 18 or 19. He's about 12, if that. And that's Sylvia Crystal from, that's Emmanuel.
Is it?
She's Emmanuel.
Oh, bloody hell.
Private Lessons. Private Lessons is a 1981 American sex comedy starring Sylvia Crystal, Ed Begley Jr. Controversial for its at the time for its age, for its plot line of a sexual relationship of a boy in his mid-teens and a 30-something housekeeper.
Mid-teens, though.
No. That's no good. That's no good. No.
Anyway, back to Joy and Blair. In unrelated news.
In unrelated... Hang on a minute, I've lost my window. I've closed my window. How do I find my window? Hang on, hold the line, please, caller. I've got to find my window. Here we go. Here's the window. There's the window. Proper grooming film. Yeah. No, it's not. That's very disturbing. Yes. Right. Here you go.
You don't mean that.
Why not? Everyone's acting as if I've already gone.
Nonsense.
Is it?
Listen, I tell you what, I'm a bit early. Why don't you come back have a coffee with me?
What? No, why?
He needs private lessons.
No, I've got to work.
Ah, well, I could give you a lift in.
I can walk.
Leave him alone, Joy.
I know you can. I'm just trying to be helpful, that's all.
Imagine this was a man to a girl.
Well, get ready, because it's going to happen.
Oy.
Come on.
All right.
Gee, thanks, Joy. Don't mention it.
Hush! How old is he? How old
He's
is
about
he?
17, isn't he?
Okay. Bonzo style.
Very good, looking.
Very good. Very good.
Hello, 100 pesetas. Ale, 100 pesetas, 100 pesetas.
Ale, siempre son pesetas.
Oh, Moses. Why exactly are they chasing him for acting a bit weird?
He's a rug thief, isn't he? Right, if this copper on the bike... Oh, no. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's not well done.
A bike and a car, because he's got a couple of buttons undone.
Who is this? What's going on? We've got new people. He steals the car. He is going to steal the car.
She's parked on the wrong side. It's got no petrol in it, mate.
No, well, it's got petrol in.
Well, she's about to fill it up.
No, just because you go to a petrol station doesn't mean your car has no petrol.
Just for me.
cold. I'm falling apart the seams.
Jazz amigos?
My hearing's just broken. My feet feel as if they've died and gone to heaven. Oh, dear, about 3 o'clock, I think. You all right, love?
Oh.
Jazz amigos.
Yeah, fine.
Where's the other half, then? Doing the flamenco with some little senorita?
You tell me.
What, has he done one of his disappearing acts again? He's probably got a secret life. Here, you know, I read about this bloke once. He had 4 wives, scattered all over the country.
That's a great story. My favourite stories are the ones where it turns out someone's been living in someone else's attic for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
I fucking love those stories. I don't want it to happen to me, but we've been hearing noises and we thought it was a ghost, but then we went up and someone had been living there for 5 years. Yeah. I love stuff like that.
He told them all he
There was
worked.
a hole in the floor where they've been peeping.
But there's a hole in the floor where they've been putting their nut
Oh, right,
through.
okay.
Like a glory hole, but in the floor stroke ceiling.
Worked on the oil rigs and spent 3 months with each of them. Do you know, they never found out until he died, and they all turned up at the funeral.
Great story.
But that was a good party. Oh, you're really worried about him?
A bit.
He always turns up, doesn't he? Sooner or later.
Yeah.
You don't sound very convinced.
Well, he's...
Richard asked a good question. How did they get
They
food?
were nipping down at night and getting in the fridge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they got food, mate.
Yeah.
Very.
Sometimes they'd get into the...
Floory hole, thank you.
Sometimes they get into the walls, don't they?
Yeah, people live in the walls.
Yeah.
You should look in your walls, Richard.
Yep.
You should look in your walls, mate.
And
Just check.
Put a little line on where you're up to with the cheese.
Everyone check their walls tonight, because there might be people living in them.
Scritchy scratch.
People. What the hell is going on with the cats?
It's not the cats, it's the man in the walls. He
The
knows he's been
man
busted.
in the walls.
Do you remember that time we heard a bang, bang, bang on the door?
Yeah, that was weird, that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Been a bit under pressure lately.
How do you mean?
It's hard to explain.
Why, is he ill or what?
No, not ill exactly. Just depressed, I suppose.
Oh, well, that happens to the best of us. He'll soon snap out of it.
You reckon?
Yeah,
Thanks,
you listen
God.
to your Auntie Trish, dear. Listen,
Listen, if you want to come back to my apartment for some private lessons...
if I had a pound...
John, they lived in the loft for 3 years, but unfortunately they were pronounced dead 5 minutes before emergency services arrived. Well done. You've won the comments tonight, John.
And all was left was a shape.
For every time I've been depressed, I wouldn't be sitting here rubbing my own legs. I'd be on the beach at Monte Carlo, someone doing it for me.
Maybe you're right.
Of course I'm right. You take it from me, love. He'll probably breeze in here in a minute, full of the joys of spring. I'm wondering what all the fuss is about.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, there's
Oh, this is brilliant. Okay, this is brilliant. There's 2 babies in the car. Look at this. Oh, that's one of them's a dolly.
Yes. Or just a really bad actor.
Yep. Please don't let there be a racist one. Please don't let there be a racist
There
one.
will. There will. There is.
Fuck. We knew it was coming, didn't we? We knew it was coming.
Spain, man.
We knew it was coming.
Spain.
If you're listening to the podcast, you're better off. Oh, we're right close to it.
They did that on purpose.
Please don't let there be a racist one. You knew.
I've lived there. I know.
So how is your mother?
It's okay.
Oh my God! What a boring walk where she's making up stories.
They're obviously into the sort of gonzo.
Yeah.
Does she know you're here?
No. She'd have a pink fit.
Well, she must know you're away, surely.
I'm often away on business.
Will you tell her when you get back?
I don't know. No, I doubt it.
Why?
She'd see it as an act of betrayal.
Well, you can't blame her for that.
No.
Wait, at
we have
least
some
she's got a
microphones?
microphone on. Yeah, at least she's wearing one.
No. I can't live my whole life terrified of upsetting other people either.
It's a shame. It has to be either one or the other.
Yeah, that's between you and her. That's not my fight.
No.
She never talked to me about you. Even such a photo as once, you must have thrown them out. I had to build up a mental picture of what you'd be like. You're nothing like I imagined.
Sorry.
I don't know why, but I always thought of you as young. I forgot you'd aged.
So I remember you from 35 years ago when I was just before I was 1, and you were younger then, and I hadn't done the maths.
The age you must have been before you left.
That makes sense. I only ever thought of you as a little girl. Pink from top to toe with the biggest grin you've ever seen.
When you left, did you say goodbye to me?
Yes.
How? I mean, what did you say?
See you, Chuck.
You were asleep. I think that's the only way I cope.
You mean you were a coward?
I suppose so.
What were you thinking after you left?
Questions?
What sort of questions?
Where can I get some cock?
What you would ask your mother years later when I wasn't there, and what she would tell you.
I don't remember.
Well, maybe that is just as well.
Ignorance is bliss, you mean?
Something like that.
Is that why you never tried to get in touch? You ignored me, I might just go away. It's pretty naive, isn't it?
Perhaps.
Excuse me.
Well, I don't quite know what happened that caused her to walk off there.
He said ignorance is bliss.
It's blue. It's blue.
Shut up, I told you, I'm not listening to you.
Ooh.
That's exactly how I feel about the beautiful Catherine Boyle.
Shut up.
I'm not listening to you.
I tried to persuade him to go home. He insisted on staying with her.
Well, you can't blame me for that.
No, no, indeed, no.
I went all the way to Brighton to see my dead wife.
Blair, we're not very busy at the moment. Perhaps Javier will find you something to do.
Bunny, will you be all right tonight?
What, me? Tickety-boo. Raring to go.
Hey, ring that bell, baby!
Good. I was planning to go and see Rosemary again. See
back.
how she is.
Well, phone me if there's any news.
Of course.
All right.
See you later.
See you then.
Bye-bye.
What's that what's on that? What is that in front of them?
Where?
The collection of different notepads.
It's for taking orders, mate.
So they've got at least 4 different notepads on there.
Yes. Yes.
And they keep them there, is it?
Yep.
Hasta luego.
The hammer.
He's going to run out of petrol. Absolutely. Who said that? Harsh did.
I told you that.
No, you didn't. You said it had no petrol. That was the oil lamp.
Right, tabs out, please. Okay, lighting. Give me the Act 1 preset. No, turn them up a bit.
There's people.
All the best, all the best.
I don't know what they're doing. This lot have had their costumes on all day.
It mustn't be too tight. I must be able to breathe. That's better. Thank you.
Sweaty.
It goes down, does a line of coke.
That's why it's so sweaty.
Everything okay?
Well, actually, Hugh...
Fine. Doors open in 15 minutes. And it's a full house.
Oh. Blair? Tennis club. They're paid for.
My member of my team was rude and surly with me. I laugh at that.
Aren't you using the cab to get home?
I thought I'd walk home. Right, well, I'd best be off. See you again?
No doubt.
Oh!
She worked it out yet. Oh. The fingers.
She's coming out of the coma. She wasn't in a coma. Rosemary.
Eyebrows.
Rosemary.
Oh, who am I? Where am I? What year is it?
Rosemary, any chance of it? Too soon?
God.
This is the medical.
Blue one. Got a blue
Yes.
one.
Drive off the cliff.
Oh my
He's
God.
going to drive off the cliff. He's going to drive off the cliff. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. Right, I want to see who's driving that car. This is actually brilliant.
It's gone down the ravine. It's like Convoy, isn't it?
It is like Convoy. It's rubber duck, isn't it?
Actually, turns out it's
So he was walking away when a brick hit him on the back of the head. He turns round and the lunatic says, "You won't forget now, will you?"
It's Roberta from the hospital. Rosemary's come round. Don't worry. I've told Raphael if he calls to take a message, and I'll call
What's the worst that could happen? Him kidnap a baby, then drive off a cliff?
round later to see if everything's okay, yeah?
I better get off. You won't forget, will you?
My lady in red.
It doesn't matter how late.
I won't forget.
Look at the time, it's 5 past.
Ark will have missed it.
No, we won't. Now drink up, we better go.
Never mind, mate, you'll love it. All those nuns running about.
Hey, how are we getting there anyway?
Well, we walk, it's not very far.
Well, you could be joking in these shoes.
Oh, no. Drew will give you a piggyback, won't you, Drew?
What with my bag?
Oh, charming. Oh, come on.
Raphael, we won't be more than a couple of hours, okay?
It's Raphael.
Raphael, it's a new one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh!
Storm drain. Is he gone in it?
Right, okay. Let's have a little look at what we got here. This is exciting. So, the windshield is shattered.
For no apparent reason.
Well, that would imply someone's flown out.
Yes.
But the door is open.
Yes, and there's a drain.
So he's in the drain. All I care, Catherine, please.
The
My
baby.
first priority is I pray to God that baby is okay. Yeah. I'm nervous to click play, but I am going to click play. I just pray that child is.
I don't think we're going to find out.
Let's see what we got. I'm going to call it. This is the best episode of El Dorado I've ever seen in my life.
Well, the rest of them have been shit. Go
Apart
on.
from the one when someone swapped Miss King's VHS for a Bluey.
Yeah, but that was
a good
never
one.
referred to again.
That was a good one.
Conductor, ¿dónde está? A ver, la niña, vamos.
¿Está bien la niña? Venga, rápido. Rápido.
The girl's alive! Yes. One of those coppers is probably going to marry her.
Está bien. Vamos, rápido.
It's Spain, isn't it, back then?
Ahí está.
There he is.
No one's watching, lads. No one's watching. You got 2 sticks there. He's kidnapped and nearly killed a baby. No one's watching. You're slippery in there. You could fall over quite easily. You know what I mean,
Do
lads?
yourself some damage.
No one's watching.
Vamos, rápido.
What is this shot?
This is Blair delivering pizzas.
Yeah, but it's a shot of the headlamp of a bike. Which is not switched on. Oh, the sticks.
I don't think they're the same pizzas he was given earlier.
I think they are.
I think they're smaller.
No.
Where were the pizzas? When was he handed
It was
pizzas?
way before.
Before this? No, after this.
Yes, before this.
No, it wasn't before this.
Bike trouble.
Oh.
Ah, yes. After this bit. After this bit. After this bit. After this bit. After this bit.
It was before this bit. It was before this bit.
Oh, I don't care.
No, I've got to see.
Oh, my God.
Catherine Boyle. Don't.
I've still got my scooter, Graham, but it doesn't work.
I sold mine. I lost my nerve. And it
I want
died.
a new one.
Right, let's go back here. So it was after this, after this, after this, after this. Guys, this is the right thing to do, right?
No, it's the wrong thing to do.
I'll make you a burger after this if you cook it. Right, so it's here. So it's after this. After, 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 after. Oh, fuck.
Maybe it never happened.
He had the pizzas were bigger than the ones he's holding there. Also, the box is clearly empty, but they were bigger than that. I really want to see it.
Pizzas. In there.
I think, hang on.
They're not like in any way held on. He's supposed to have gone all that way with them just like rattling about on the back of his bike.
Those pizzas are the bigger than the ones he takes off the back of the bike. Look. They are. They are tiny. Look. So his hand is about 3/4 of it. His hand is about 3/4 of it. Right? You saw that. His hand is about 3/4 of it. His hand is about a third of it.
Oh, God.
Am I right?
Yes, okay, yes.
Pizzas.
They are, Catherine, they are significantly bigger, and you know it, right? You know it.
Yeah.
No, 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 no. 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 Look.
Tell me what combination I have to say to make you stop doing this.
Look at the size of them. Tiny. Tiny.
Yeah.
Big.
Massive, yeah.
Pizzas.
Thank
In
you,
there.
fans. Oh, they fucked him over.
Oh, that's why Bunny was smiling strangely. Why is she not rasping?
Where have you been? We've been waiting 20 minutes for these.
Yeah, I'll take those. I don't know, try to keep the noise down.
He doesn't even get to eat the pizzas. He has to have their shitty sausage rolls.
I got some clients coming in later. So why didn't you say something?
Don't worry, guys. So what food have you got for his leaving party? If you look carefully, at the left, we've got a bowl of apples. There's a lovely bowl of apples for your leaving party.
So why didn't you say something?
What, they miss the fun of winding you up all day? No way.
Zona B. Oh, punch.
That's going to get spiked.
I'll leave you two now alone.
I'll leave you two now alone for making love.
No.
She's well enough to make love.
Just be careful of my shelving unit.
Be gentle, but be passionate is my advice to you. She's well enough now to make love.
Nice to have you back, Rosemary. Thank you, Roberto.
Pat, pat, pat. I'm not in the mood, Stanley.
Hello. You had us all worried.
Jenna, I think there are two separate pizza boxes. I think the ones he was handed by Bunny, are the ones he took to the part that you saw at the party, and I think the ones on the bike were different.
Jenna, you're not helping.
For a while back there.
Sorry.
So you should be.
The play.
don't you
The
worry about it.
play. Oh my God.
It's all been sorted out. The only thing you've got to worry about is yourself.
What time is it?
7:20.
Oh, I must have been out for hours.
Never known you be so quiet for so long.
Oh. So she only collapsed this afternoon? I thought it was over a day.
Feels longer.
I love you.
I love you too.
I want to ask you something.
Could you stop being in shit plays? It makes me fall out with you.
Would you do me the honor of becoming my wife?
Oh, what the fuck? What? They're not married.
Get her while she's semi-conscious. That's the right time to
I
ask.
thought they were married.
Oh, you assumed. Cream horn. Cream horn, anyone?
What?
Will you marry me?
I find it best to ask someone to marry you when they're high on morphine. Yeah, great one.
You're serious?
Oh, yes, of course I am.
He's been behaving like a prick for about a month.
Oh, Stanley.
Jenna says, I'm not sure Stanley was ever a real doctor. He doesn't seem to know a lot. He's very evasive. We do not know exactly what Stanley's supposed medical background is. Was he a doctor? Was he a nurse in the army? We don't know.
Have you seen what Liam's put? I thought he was going to ask if she was in a coma again.
Could he
if
leave?
He could leave.
Yeah, well, you've got to sort these things out. This is why Catherine's my relationship is so strong, because we ask the important questions. I now know if Catherine's in a coma, I don't have to waste my time sat there. You know, I'll get a text when she's up.
Or
dead. Either way, win-win. Right.
Either way, it's been a productive use of your time.
Exactly.
As you're in
I'm
no...
wasting my own.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think a coma is a waste of time. It's the body recharging and recuperating sometimes, or dying.
Fit state to argue. I suggest you accepting me.
You're not in a fit state to argue. I suggest you say yes. Private medical lessons. Thank you.
That's no.
In that case, I accept.
The only thing that is only one step down from proposing to someone on like the Jeremy Kyle show or on TV or in front of a big audience.
After you've done the lie detector.
Yeah, that's only one step down.
What's that? No, not the.
I don't think Stanley's a doctor of philosophy. I think he's a doctor of love.
This. Why is he kissing just two fingers? Don't like it.
No, well, okay. Ow. Now, were they tossing stones or was that in a video game I played? It was in a video game I played.
Watching.
Imagine she shot him. She sniped him. Hang on.
Watching him,
Is
watching you, watching us.
Is that the balcony of her hotel?
Yes.
Fuck it, what a prick he is, isn't he? I'll go and stand somewhere I'm pretty sure she can see me.
Excuse me. Excuse me, dear. Thank you.
Oh, I love it.
Here, look at this. Our Olive's a star. I'm surprised she hasn't had it put in lights. I bet she would have done if she'd had the notice.
Right, who's for a drink?
Oh, we haven't got time.
Of course we have. Look, all this lot is still here. Come on, it's my round. Same again, girls?
Absolutely, dear. I've got a feeling I'm going.
You've just walked into a pub. You've just walked into a pub. How?
And pushed your way to the bar and then said
same,
time.
but then said same again.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's just have a little. It's. I'm going to be honest. This is, I think, and I don't know what you guys watching this think. This feels to me like the greatest episode of El Dorado I think I have ever seen, and I'm not one for hyperbole. I think it is. Would you agree?
Yes.
Kathy B?
It's been a roller coaster.
I've lost my little window. Where's my restream window?
Things are actually happening. Normally, there is a hint of something happening and then nothing happens. And then it's never referred to again.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, we're nearly at the end, guys. One final push.
Gonna need one. I wonder how poor Rosemary is. Oh, bless her. I bet she's sick as a parrot. This was supposed to be her big
Good
night,
evening,
you know.
ladies and gentlemen.
Well, to be getting in. Oh, blimey. I forgot me lucky lozenge. I was going to give it to Rosemary.
Me lucky lozenge? Dirty bitch. Oh, blimey. I forgot me lucky lozenge.
I was going to give it to Rose.
You can't give her that. She's sick enough as it is. No, dear, it's not to eat. It's a lucky charm. I always have it with me on performances. Look, you've got to have a lucky charm, dear. I'm going to take it through to Olive right now. Just make sure she doesn't eat it, huh? We'd better go in. I'm going in.
I'll catch up with you.
Well, you better. Because if you're not sitting next to me when that curtain goes up, I'll have your guts for garters.
Absolutely choco.
She loves me, really.
Yeah, go. For women. Oh, for women. Oh, fucking hate my wife. It's all that shit, isn't it? Fucking hate my wife. How many people are working behind the scenes on this Amdram play?
Act 1, beginner's call, please.
Act 1, beginner's call, please.
Please hope there will be more violence here. Miss Olive King, Reverend Roger Noble, your beginner's call, please.
Okay, it's ball patch!
I know. I saw another fella with his, but his wasn't pinned down so well, so it's sort of protruding like cone head.
He's shitting himself, look.
Literally, I think.
What I want is the reflections in the different mirrors to start speaking to him.
You're going to be rubbish. No, you'll be fine. You're going to bomb. No, they're going to love you. I can't do it.
Act 1, beginner's call, please. Miss Olive King, Reverend Roger Noble, your beginner's
Oh, I saw a few people with this. That's the bald patch wig, right?
Yeah, but it's sort of placed on his head like a dime.
call, please. Monks, abbots, gardeners, your call.
Monks, abbots, gardeners, this is your call.
Oh, there's wood.
The coppers did that. He didn't have that on him, did he?
Collar now.
He didn't have that on him. The coppers beat the shit out of him. Good, as they should do. Oh, that's brutal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Get in there, you.
Baby snatcher.
Shoelaces, look.
Yeah. Look at these hunky guys fighting for justice, seeking justice. Well done, lads.
So, where are you going to go? Have you made plans?
Not really. Just going to keep moving. See
Wasn't he going off with a group of travellers?
Yes.
Wasn't that the
With
plan?
those,
Like
some
3
crazy
months
hippies,
ago?
yeah.
where I end up.
I envy you. My parents can't let me cross the road without worrying. Even Trin was allowed to leave the country.
Yeah, she'll
Come
come
back
back
with
a
a new
different...
head.
Yeah.
She'll be back.
We'll see.
Want to go, Maria?
Yes.
Yeah, we've also invited some men to your leaving party. There's just some men here.
Perhaps you send me postcard from around the world.
Yeah, why not?
I like that.
Too late, mate. He's going to be shagging his way around the globe.
Oh, God. Not in that balaclava, it's not.
Where's Roger?
Light coloured trousers, a daring man. Brave acting.
Is he going to take over the part of Roger?
He must.
He's right behind me. He said he just had to pay a little call.
Wonderful. Not clear the stage.
Oh, the fuck is that? Who's that?
Come on. Thank God. I'm sorry. I can't. Be fine once you get started. Right. Stand by, everybody. Right, over to you.
Brilliant. This is the perfect comedy interlude from a soap opera that I want. Yeah. This is it. We've got the tone. We're in. Oh, he's run off stage! This is absolutely spot on. Episode 55, The Turning Point.
I saw you down here. Thought you were going home.
I needed to think.
Oh,
He's going to tell her. He's getting all
Well, all this,
dramatic.
it is a bit like a bolt from the blue, isn't it?
hardly. You've had 36 years to get used to the idea of having a daughter.
That is not what I meant.
Oh, just having to face me, is that it?
No. I'm not exactly proud of what I did, but I know that I had no other choice.
He's not exactly proud of walking out on his wife and baby before the baby was 1 year old.
And
But he
never
had
seen her again.
Never seen her again.
Never writing.
Never writing.
But thinking
about
it.
it. But, Catherine, he had no other choice. I'm not sure I'm buying that, Freds.
Isn't that hard to believe?
That's because you don't know the way
I don't know what.
Because you don't understand.
Do you know something? You're right. Oh, I can understand you and Mum splitting up. That happens to lots of couples. You understand you're not being...
I'm gay, okay? I'm gay!
Wrong
thing. There when I was growing up, but not to think about me all those years, how I was...
But I did.
But where was the letter, the postcard, the birthday
Look, we've been
card?
through all this. All we're doing is going round in circles. It just wasn't as simple as that.
So you keep saying what you won't tell me is why.
I'm gay! Sorry, Catherine, I should wait till after the show to tell you.
Look at me. Come on, look at me. What do you see? Woman in her 30s knows what she wants, where she's going, independent. I sat on that plane coming out here like a jelly. It's running through my mind what would happen when I met you. Tears running into your arms, just like on TV.
When I met you, tears running into your arms just like on TV. Tears running into your arms just like on TV. AI, dear AI, draw me tears running into my arms just like on TV. That's exactly what we're going to do for the thing. Tears running
into my arms.
Into my arms.
In fact, that could be a catchphrase, couldn't it?
Just
What is Mr. Chips doing here?
TV. That's going to be what I type into AI to get the thumbnail for this.
What do I find when I get here? Sad old man I wouldn't look at twice if I met him in the street.
Rude. What do you want from me?
From you. More of what I've already had, nothing.
I never asked you to come here.
I never asked to be born.
You just don't understand. You won't let me in.
Let you in? So you can leave me again? No, I won't. But you said earlier today that you made a mistake. Well, so did I. Yeah. I can still put mine right.
What?
By doing what you did, Freddie, by running away.
Natalie, listen.
No, no, I've done that already. The problem is you never say anything I want to hear. God, I should never have come. In England, there's people who want me. Who always wanted me. I belong with them.
I'm gay!
So you keep saying.
What a shit end!
They ruined it.
That was the best episode, and then the cliffhanger
It's the
should have
shittest
been.
ending.
Should have been. I'm gay. 'Twas not. If you're watching this, thank you very much indeed. Maybe we'll see you next month. Maybe we'll see you next week if you're listening to this as well.
Maybe we'll never see you again.
Check out our Patreon. It's a very important part of our money. Catherine works as a teacher. I work as a counsellor.
Together we are.
Cool, but doing this every month is not like a hobby. We have great fun doing it, but it is also, it's a significant part of the money that we earn. This is part of our job. So if you do want to support us, and you can go to patreon.com/Ian and Catherine, patreon.com/IAIN and Catherine with a K.
Yes.
And hopefully we will see you next week. Until then, ciao, ciao, ciao.
Night.
How do I